All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Ever17. Today, it is finally time to start the true ending. Welcome, Void Dweller and Fawful. Last time at the end, I know it was shorter than usual, but it just worked out that way with Sara's route being shorter than most of the other ones. You know, compared to where the split is. Hello, DQA. Welcome back. And it's like the day after that, I had this huge revelation that I'm going to say before we start the true end path. I have my handy dandy walkthrough here just in case, just to, so we know where we're going. Because, it's the true ending. There's only one path. It's like, there's no point in screwing up. Yes, I did, Fawful. I'm starting from the kid's side. Hello, Relast. Oh, that's totally fine, Relast. Thank you so much for coming. So, before I start... Oh, wow. Hello, Ablis. That's totally fine. Don't worry about it. I will say my theory on what I believe what is going on. Now, I believe that based on the stuff we learned in the Chu roots, like the biggest thing we learned is that the Chu Yus, depending on the kid side and Takashi side, are two different people. And I believe the only real explanation for that is that basically, if you choose Takashi, it's actually happening in the past. Well, our past, not... Yeah. But if you choose Kid, it's happening in the future. And the biggest thing is that I do believe every single person, except for Sugumi and Sora, is a different person on both sides. Now I'm going to try to explain why I think that is. On Takashi's side, we have Haru Yu. And one thing that kind of caught my attention that I made like jokes about, but Takashi and Sugumi have sex on both of the endings on Takashi's side. And when you combine that with the whole you thing, that there's two yous, I do believe that for some reason the events have decided to repeat. And on top of the thing that it seems like Yu's mother said, I am your mother, but I'm not your mother, but I am your mother. I do believe that it probably means that Aki Yu, the kid side Yu, is a clone of Haru Yu, who I do believe is that glasses girl in that ending. Another thing is that Yu in the bad ending of Takashi, which is obviously not canon, but she said that she liked Takashi, whereas in the true ending of the kid side, she likes Kid, what's going on there. But I do believe, anyway, I'll just go ahead and stop rambling about what I'm about to say, the full theory. The Takashi on Kid's side is not the same person as the Takashi on Takashi's side. I do believe that the Takashi on the Kid root side is the son of the Takashi on the Takashi root side with Sugumi. So that means the Sugumi on the kid's side, well, obviously the bad endings are not canon in this game. But the reason why I think that is that they're completely different people. There was some clues. First of all, she treats him kind of differently in the in the U root side. And Sugumi on the kid root side is just completely out of it. She's like, yeah, whatever. Blah, 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 going through the motions. Yeah, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And, which is kind of different from how she was in the Takashi root side. She was very active and like really, she was like involved in basically every single storyline event on the Takashi root side, but there she's so calm. So I do believe that, you know, in both endings, Takashi dies. That's another thing. So I do believe that she got pregnant from when they had sex in both of the Takashi roots, and their son, she named him Takashi in memorial of him. Now, they don't have to look exactly alike. And this is the biggest hint, I think, is that is the whole reason why there's no voice and we never see exactly what our own protagonist looks like when we're playing as Takashi or Kid. So, Takashi, and Kid Takashi, I know if this sounds confusing, but if you get what I mean, could look completely different and sound completely different, and we would never know because there is no voice for them on the route where you're controlling them. And same with the Kid. And that leads me to my next point. We barely saw him, but there was this blonde dude with glasses on the U ending. And I do believe that is in fact grown up Kid from the Takashi route. Now, it really seemed like Kid and Coco were being shipped on the Takashi route. So, this is a bit of a stretch, this part of it. I think that Sara and Kid Root Kid are the children of Takashi Root Kid and Coco. So Coco is actually Kid's mom in that case. It's not a time loop. It's just two separate sets of events. Like for some reason they decided to reenact the whole disaster of sinking of Lemu. And that is what I believe. So basically everyone's kind of like a family. Well, there's two main families. And Sora, of course, is an AI, and I believe that, you know how she was kind of a human in the U ending and I totally freaked out? Because the U route is only on the kid's side, and that takes place even further into the future. That could very well be her in a robot body. Like as a full android. Like, because they would have that technology in the further future. And another big thing was Sara having a hologram pendant that was of her father, which in my theory would be a Takashi Root Kid. So, she said it was an old thing. Now, in 2017, a hologram pendant is something like unheard of. So, how would that be old in 2017? They've got to be in the future. So, yeah, that's my main theory. All Kid side roots take place in the future. Takashi's side roots take place in the past. Sugumi had a child who ended up being Kid Root Takashi. And the only person that's the same between the two roots is Sugumi, because she doesn't age. So they wouldn't be able to even tell. And sadly, that would mean that Takashi Root Takashi, who Sugumi fell in love with, is dead. Which is really depressing. Well, we do know, that's a good question, Void Dweller, but we do know that Kid has superpowers. So, you know, maybe that's one of his powers. He can see infrared light, for fuck's sake. And that explains all the Coco holograms and stuff that he was seeing. the somebody who was in charge of this whole reenactment was basically put those holograms there for kids specifically to see. Takashiru Takashi is dead because he died in both. It's always, yes, Sara would see it too, that's true, but she wasn't there. She wasn't there when he was pointing it out, the Coco hologram, I don't think. She would see it though, but she wasn't there. Whenever a kid tried to show holograms to people. That's the biggest question that my theory doesn't answer, Relest. I have no idea why they reenacted everything and why Tsugumi decided to take part, even. Like, that's the biggest question. Why? And I have no idea. So yeah, that's my thing. That the big twist is that there's two separate timelines, and that they're all different people, depending on Kid's side or Takashi's side. Now, I was told by several people that the best way to experience the true ending is starting it from Kid's side. I don't know how it works. Like, this is probably evidence against my theory. But apparently you can start the ending, the true ending, from both Takashi and Kid's side. I have no idea how that would even work. It's probably, that's kind of evidence against my theory. All right, let's go. Would you guys want me to, oh yeah, do you guys want me to reread the prologue? Or no? Oh, that's a good question. For those who know it, once you reach the true ending path from one side or the other, is it the same when you get on the route? Skip the prologue? Okay. Yeah, I'll wait until I can hear everybody's decision here. Should I skip the prologue or read it? I don't think there'll be any changes. Once you get to day 3, it's the same. Okay, that's cool, DQA. It does, okay, great, it does merge. Okay, so yes, skip the prologue, or no, read the prologue. Skip or read, basically. Just everybody get in their votes, because I'll go either way. I don't want to just keep this white screen on, so I'll just go ahead a bit. He was in the middle of a blue world. I mean, if you want me to, I could, yeah. After they merge, I can go back and do Takashi's beginning part as well, and then just continue it through. Skip the prologue. Oh, hello, Zarmagus. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, please say if you want me to skip it. Skim. The thing is, you can't really skim the prologue. Like, the text is gonna, like, zoom by Like, I can't skim it for those who want me to skim it. It's either read the whole thing or not, or just let it go zooming past. I don't think skimming it is possible because it's just gonna zoom forward until I get a choice. Skip? I see skip. Yeah. I see a bunch of votes for skip. Okay. Let's go. Time to zoom through the prologue. Time to zoom. Skip until next choice. There's Coco. Sora explaining shit. Listen to the joke. Yes!
気になるかも。
Yeah, I guess I'll listen to it.
OK じゃあ教えてあげよう
Oh my god, yay! Because this is Coco's route, is the true ending. Okay, yeah, Tagashi's with Coco. Okay, skip until next choice. Now, this is like one thing I actually is that I think is super interesting is that if my theory is true, these events aren't playing out concurrently at all. We're literally seeing from two different time periods, like this happening. Coco wasn't on Kid's side, that was Takashi. That was Takashi's side because you saw Kid's sprite right there. Oh, I see. You mean, why did everyone forget about Coco? That's because I don't think anyone... Now, I really don't want to rat out Tsugumi here. Do I really have to pick this choice for the true ending? Is it 100% necessary? Please. I really don't want to rat her out. Really? If I'm doing both, you think I should start with Takashi? Yeah, because I'm going to do both. I'm going to do both. I'm sure there's lots of common text, so... I can forget it? No prologue choices matter. Fantastic. Yes! Woo!
It's nothing, I just took a tumble.
Woo! Okay. Alright, I forget what choice to make here. Ah, Tsugumi, it's so lovely to have you in the story again. And yep, to apologize here, yeah.
ごめん。
Ah!
I'm sorry.
He didn't recall seeing her, but he nodded slightly in apology. Sorry, here we go. Okay. Here it is. The big choice. Okay. So actually, yep, okay, so... Oh, God, crap. That means I don't know the correct choices to do when doing Takashi first. My walkthrough only has for Kid. Oh, God. I'm gonna need your guys' help then. Because my walkthrough only specifies the choices for kids' side for the true ending. Alright, let's go. If I'm doing both, make a save here? Sure. It's a brand new save, and I'm going to make it Takashi. Because I don't think I had any saves with him, so right there. You can? Oh, great, DQA. Let's go.
I've got to find them.
I quietly open the door. Okay, now let's see. Let's see. Skip until next choice. Look, it's like right away with Sugumi. There's Sora, yep. This cutscene. Oh, she looks so badass. There's like the one CG in the whole game. Oh, I think these are new. Okay, let's see. The first new choice. Okay, what choice do I make here then? This doesn't matter. Not important? Okay, great. You know what? Let me make some. I'll make a choice that I didn't make before, so if this isn't important.
No. Relax. Yeah. Let's all relax. I'm glad to be safe, but more important than that right now is... Who are you guys? Chicken Black ran like something bionic. When the glass broke, that attendant was right next to it, but she took off at warp speed. What's up with that? And don't tell me this is part of the theme park atmosphere.
Neither of them tried to answer. The fish on the floor was still jumping around.
本当に申し訳ありません
I'm really, really sorry. Seriously, this was not supposed to happen. I swear there was a 0.0000001% chance of this. I really don't know what the fuck is going on. The park employee was bowing so low that her head approached the floor. For some reason, her clothes were completely dry.
ここに突っ立っていても仕方ないわ案内してくれる
It doesn't do us any good just standing around here. Can you show us the way?
わかりました近くに比較的安全な場所がありますご案内します
Certainly. There is a relatively safe place nearby. I will take you there. Okay, I think this might be old. Oh, new stuff! Kick ass!
Relatively safe?
That was about the same as saying everywhere else was dangerous. We turned around and started heading back to the corridor we'd been washed down. I looked at the panel and finally realized that we were in Schwatterstock, basement level 2. Short time later, after walking a few dozen meters, a strange sound caught my attention. Okay, here we go, our first new stuff. Bam bam badam. I'm pretty sure it's not the Skyrim guard here. It's not the Skyrim guard choice right here, but it's this one, right? It's the Did You Hear Something? Thanks, Papa. Yep, as I thought.
Hey, did you just hear something?
I stopped and asked the two of them. What?
Huh?
Huh?
didn't just hear a kind of pounding noise?
ううん
No.
聞き間違いではないですか？
Are you sure you aren't mistaken?
このレミューでは水圧の関係で鉄の隔壁がゴトゴトとなるようなことは珍しくありませんから。
Due to all of the water pressure here at Lemu, it isn't uncommon for the metal partitions to rattle occasionally.
No, it didn't sound like that. Sounded like someone pounding on something with their hand.
ん
What?
ん
Does not compute.
I'm gonna go check.
Yeah, Takashi, breaking the timeline.
では私もご一緒します。
Alright, we'll go with you. The girl didn't say anything. She just silently tagged along with us. In front of the jellyfish gondola. Oh, that's new for you, Fawful. Oh, that's so cool. Bam, ba-dam, bam, ba-dam, bam, bam.
There. You can hear it, right?
ええ
Yes.
つまり私たち以外にも閉じ込められた人が。
Oh god, if we are about to find Sara, then my theory is dead in the water. So there's someone else trapped here too. We strained our ears to find where the sound was coming from. It seemed to come from the elevator area right behind us. The three of us, myself and the two girls, ran over to that area as fast as we could. Two female voices were coming from inside the elevator. Two voices. The three of us looked at each other and nodded.
Hey, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hang on, we'll get you out.
Please.
よかった。
Oh, thank goodness.
もう誰も助けに来てくれないんじゃないかと思ってて。
I didn't think anyone would come to help. The voice from inside sounded well. It didn't sound weak or injured. I placed both of my hands firmly on the door and pried it apart with all my strength. The door opened. On the other side of the door, there was nothing. The lift, or at least the part people ride in, hadn't stopped directly on the floor. I looked down at my feet. I spotted a circular floor slightly below in the darkness. I realized that wasn't the floor, it was the roof of the trapped elevator. It was a little more than 2 meters from where I was standing. Next, Yeah, this is all brand new. Oh, wait, that's Sara? Oh, well, there you go. My whole fucking theory was completely wasted. Sorry. I just wasted 15 minutes of everybody's time. You think it doesn't matter? Okay. I stepped forward and fell. I should have known. Landing impressively. At least that was my intention. Wham!
Ah!
I struck my knee painfully.
No, I couldn't do a superhero landing. Damn it.
大丈夫ですか？
Are you okay? I heard a voice from below.
お怪我ないですか？
Did you hurt yourself, you idiot? And then a voice from above. Looking up from the other side of the square frame of the elevator doors, the female park employee had a worried expression on her face.
Yeah, sure. I'm fine. Just fine.
replied while rubbing my knee. It had been a long time since I jumped down from a height greater than my own. Maybe not since elementary school. And as I stood there thinking that...
Hold on, I'll get you out of there.
Okay. I opened up the small door set into the ceiling of the elevator.
どうもありがとうございます。
Hello, Coco. Oh, thank you so much. I looked to the girl inside. Her face was one big smile. She was clearly happy she was about to be freed.
Huh? I think I've seen this girl somewhere before. Ugh!
Huh? Where would have Takashi seen Coco?
You're that girl from before.
Oh yeah, in the prologue.
あの時の
Yeah, of course. I'm an idiot. You're that guy from before. You listened to my joke.
Hell yeah, I did.
The girl and I pointed at each other and froze. Oh, her dog! Huh? I almost forgot about the dog. I spotted the scruffy face of a dog circling around her feet. How does Takashi know the name? Maybe there really is a time loop. Wow, I was totally off the mark. Please disregard everything I said in the beginning. I am so sorry for taking up everyone's time. Oh, God. I am so sorry, you guys. I say some stupid shit sometimes, but if you've been listening to my streams, you already know that.
Popo.
ポポじゃないよ。
His name's not Popo.
この子はピピ。私はココ。ごっちゃにしないでよね。
The little guy's name is Pee-Pee, and my name's Coco. Try not to mix them up, okay? Pee-Pee and Coco. That was right. It was the dog that had clamped onto the mascot Mew Mew's tail, up on the floating island, and his owner.
But what are you doing here?
なんでって言われても。
I don't really know what to say.
下のフロアに行こうと思ったら突然このエスカレーターが止まっちゃって。
I was trying to go to one of the lower levels, and all of a sudden the escalator stopped. Even though it's an elevator. And... Oh, there you go.
It isn't an escalator, it's an elevator, alright?
間違えちゃった。
Huh?
エレベーターね。
I mean elevator, okay?
No! Not.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I mean elevator, okay? Oh, she said it wrong, I see.
No, not evelator, elevator! If you're on a moving staircase, that's called an escalator. And if you're in a box that goes up and down, that's an elevator. Try not to mix them up. It's really, really fucking important. For some reason.
まあそんなのどっちでもいいでしょ。
Does it really matter?
とにかく理由はわからないけどいきなりこの箱の中に閉じ込められちゃったの。
Anyway, I don't know why, but all of a sudden I was trapped in this box.
Really?
It had been the same with me. It had only been a little earlier that I had been trapped inside in another elevator.
ねえ
Hey,
Huh?
早く出してほしいんですけど。
oh my god, this Coco is a bit more sarcastic. I kinda like to get out of here soon. Sometime this year. Coco gave me an imploring look.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said that it got down to my stomach from atop the elevator. I leaned down from the small hole and stuck my hand out to Coco.
先にピピをお願い。
Please help Pee-Pee first. Coco held Pee-Pee up to me, stretching as far as she could to make him reach. I grabbed onto Pee-Pee's front legs and pulled him out from the hole in the ceiling. Fifi, sniff for my scent.
Okay, it's your turn next, Coco.
I stuck out my hand. Yes, it would be. It's a dog box. She's stuck in the dog box. A bit easier to get out of than the cat box. I stuck out my hand again. Takashi, what exactly are you doing to that poor girl?
No, she's just making these fucking noises.
Coco jumped over and over, reaching out for my hand. But either she was too short or just couldn't jump, because she didn't even reach my fingertips.
Hey, that reminds me.
From the position I was in, arms hanging down, I looked around the elevator. I realized that nobody was in there but Coco. There was no mistake.
Huh? That's strange. Could have sworn I heard 2 people in there.
They said the same thing in the kid route. Like like with the elevator in the beginning. I still don't understand that one. Takashi, please do not do anything to this poor girl.
I'm not doing anything! She's just making noises for some reason.
Just a little bit further. Coco is still jumping.
Hey, Coco.
Yeah?
People can't speak Japanese, right?
No, only Swahili.
当たり前じゃない。
Of course not.
ピピ語しか喋れないよ。
He only speak Piplish. PB barked into my ear.
That's what I thought.
どうしたの？
What's wrong?
Well, earlier, I could have sworn I heard 2 voices coming from this elevator.
二人？
Two?
この中にはずっとココとピピしかいなかったよ。
It's so tired. It's only been PB and me in here.
Yeah, I can tell that from looking. Maybe the next elevator over?
Coco looked puzzled.
Oh, well, whatever. It's not like it'll change fate or anything. Anyway, before I take care of that, we gotta get you out of here.
Coco started jumping again. What are you, Fox? Whoop, chit, choria! Game! And this game's winner is Coco! And we got her out. I missed you, Coco. That was close.
どうもありがとうございます。
Thank you so much. Coco shook my hand profusely.
ところで、この方たちは？
By the way, who are these people? Coco looked back and forth between the faces of the female park employee and their own black clothing. So weird that he doesn't know their names.
私は茜ヶ崎空です。
My name is Akanagasaki Sora, completely human worker here.
覚えていらっしゃいませんか？
Do you remember me?
はあ、入場ゲートで説明してたあのお姉さんか。
You're that lady who was giving explanations at the entrance.
はい。
Yes.
私の名前は
My name is...
存じております。
I know.
八神ココさんですね。
Yagami Koko-san, correct? Interesting, so her last name is Yagami. I completely forgot that.
どうして知ってるの？
Huh? How'd you know?
八神ココですって元気よく答えてくださったじゃないですか、あの時。
because you were so enthusiastic when you replied to me.
Oh, yeah. ちゃんと覚えててくれたんだ。You remembered?
I remember everything. Everything.
記憶力はいい方ですから。
I have a reasonably good memory.
この子犬の名前もわかりますよ。ピピでしたよね。
I also remember your dog's name, Pee-Pee, wasn't it? Pee-Pee, Pee-Pee,
で、あなたは
And you are... Coco turned to the girl in black clothing. I don't have to say it again, do I?
Come on, Bugumi, ray your rain!
Shaking his tail excitedly, Pee-Pee latched onto the girl's skirt for some reason. It's probably because Chami's there. Huh?
ひょっとして、ひょっとすると、あのレミュールの着ぐるみを着てた人
Oh wow, this is a bunch of good stuff.
Wait a second. You would not be the person who was wearing the lemur costume.
Well,
Are you a furry?
no! I just wore that for other reasons.
ねえ、そうでしょ
Hey, you are, aren't you?
っていうか、絶対そうだよ。
I know
間違
you.
いない。
You gotta be.
その声、聞き覚えあるもん。
I remember your voice.
どうでもいいけど、この子犬、なんとかしてくれない
I don't really care about that. But can you do something about this mutt? The girl dropped her cutting gaze to Pee-Pee, who was busy gnawing at the edge of her skirt. Oh, that's gotta be super annoying.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry.
Coco scooped up Pee-Pee and wrapped him lightly on the head.
ほら、そんなことしちゃダメでしょ
Did you know better than that?
Rari Roko. Hey, how about my name? You don't want to know?
I asked it as I twirled Pee-Pee's tail around my finger.
だって知ってるもん。
I already know what it is.
倉成武史でしょ
Kurenai Taxi, right?
How did she know that? Coco said that with a grin on her face.
Huh? When did I introduce myself?
It bugged me that she knew, but oh well. It wasn't really a big deal. Except it was!
ところで、聞きたいことがあるんだけど。
Anyway, I got something I want to ask.
Huh? Yes.
What?
他のみんなは一体どこに行っちゃったの
We can have you and Oscar.
While we were walking, Sora gave Coco a brief explanation of the chain of events leading up to that point. The power failure, the alarms going off, how we all failed to get out in time, and of course the flooding. Everything.
浸水事故
What?
それって海の水がレミューの中に流れ込んできたってこと
You mean water from the ocean came gushing into Lemu? But didn't you say that there was a 0.0000001% chance of that happening?
Yes. Yes, I did.
But then how did it...
Listen, it just happened, okay? I don't know. Get off my case. I am not the god of the ocean. Taken off guard, Coco looked as if she'd been gut punched. But it wasn't surprising. Not many people calmly reply, "Oh, really?" when notified that they had just missed a massive flood. Actually, about the fact that our group was able to act as calmly as it did seemed fairly unusual. Humans might have been surprisingly resilient animals. When one's life was on the line, people who had the ability to keep level-headed and think the situation through to the next step. From time immemorial, Only people with those traits survive to see their children and children's children. Interesting. Huh. It occurred to me then. And at the same time, for some reason, my chest was pounding as I looked at the three girls.
I'm the only guy here. The rest are girls. So I can't mess this up. I've got to keep it together no matter what. As the only man here, it's my responsibility to protect the three of them. Yep. Just big old macho Takashi.
There's a simple, old-fashioned, and maybe moldy and petrified way of thinking, but at that moment it was simply how I felt. Men protect women. I was able to stay rational precisely because of that sense of righteousness drove my actions to an almost embarrassing degree. While I was thinking about those trivial things, we changed location completely. The dolphin merry-go-round. Suddenly... Sora raised her voice in alarm.
What is it?
誰かこちらに来ます。
Someone's coming this way.
What?
ああ。それにしても一時はどうなることかと思ったけど。
For a while I was wondering what was going to happen to us, but it was one of the female employees that had met once before.
命あってのものだねってやつよね。
I'm glad we survived.
ってあれ？
Hey, aren't you... The girl finally noticed us. I didn't think there'd be anybody else here.
そりゃどうも。元気？
Yeah, how are you?
About as good as I look, I suppose.
そっちも大変だったみたいね。
Seems like you've had a rough time of it too.
Lucky guess.
Relaxing a bit, I returned a smile. Behind her was someone else.
Oh.
The other person was the kid I brought to the infirmary. His expression looked darker somehow. If he'd become super upbeat all of a sudden, that would have been weird too, but for some reason it bothered me.
Something wrong with him? He doesn't look so hot.
ああ、彼ちょっとね。
Oh, he's a bit... The attendant hesitated.
ところで、
By the way,
ねえソラ、状況はわかる？
hey, Sora, do you have any idea what our situation is? The girl asked Sora.
いえ、断線がひどくて、コネクションを回復しつつ調べていますが、まだ時間がかかります。
Well, the communication lines are down. I've been investigating ways to restore our connection, but it's going to take some time.
だったら中央制御室に行こう。あそこからなら詳しくモニターできるでしょ。
In that case, let's go to the central control room. We can monitor things in detail from there, right?
そうですね。すみません。私が至らないばかりに
That sounds
不便
good.
ですよね。
I wish I were more useful. If only I had my persona.
気にしないで、ソラ。
Don't worry about it, Sora. This is the true ending. I'm sure you will. With that, the girl addressed me again.
それじゃあ、これからドリットシュトック3階に降りるけど。
We're going down to Dritterstock, the third floor underwater.
ついてくるよね。
You're coming, right?
It's not like we have anywhere else to be. Yeah, I'll go.
We took an emergency corridor behind one of the attractions. It looked like there were a number of similar narrow corridors above and below other corridors and rooms. I figured that they were probably used as shortcuts by employees as well.
私は田中。
My name is Tanaka.
田中優。本当はもっと長ったらしい名前なんだけど、優でいいよ。
Tanaka
あなた
Yu.
は？
My real name is a lot longer, but just call me Yu. What's your name?
Well, I'm Kuronari Takashi.
クラナリね。よろしく、クラナリ。
Kuronari, eh? Nice to meet you. Kuronari!
Why do you have to yell it out like that?
I don't know.
Good to know you, you.
Oh god, here we go. The whole time, the girl in the dark clothes silently watched our exchange. We went down the stairs together. Me, Coco, you, Sora, the kid, the girl in black, 6 of us total. We arrived at Creature Stock, the 3rd floor underwater. We used the ladder in the emergency corridor to descend to another corridor and turned around the corner. Control Central. Seemed that was the central control room.
どう？ここの端末からならわかりそう？
What do you think? Can you learn anything from the computers here?
そうですね。確かに直接アクセスした方が早そうです。
Let's see. It looked like directly accessing it would be the fastest route. Sora faced the monitor and held up both hands. Instantly, the content of the stream began to change, with a number of windows opening and closing while the search for data was underway.
Hey, you can operate these computers without even touching them? Like some kind of ghost? I've got the latest cell phone and it's got a touch panel.
Touch panel.
And it's got a kinetic recharge function.
Ooh, what's that?
Oh, it means that even if the battery dies, if you walk around with it or shake it, it'll charge itself. Takes a while though.
Damn, some things we got, some things we don't. And there's the famous PGA. You think I can skip? Let's see. Yep, I can skip. Okay. I hope this is the correct choice, cause I don't want to be mean to Sugumi on the true ending. This is correct, right? I can do this? Only the new choices matter. Thank you, DQA. Okay.
Hey, Sugumi. Thanks for helping me out back there.
I walked over to her and said that.
何のこと？
What are you talking about?
You saved me in the aquarium, right?
助けたんじゃないわ。
I didn't mean to save you. Baka,
邪魔だったから。
you're in the way.
What?
あんなところで転ばれたら邪魔だから。
If you had tumbled there, you would have been in the way.
要するに足手まといだったの。
I mean, you were an obstacle.
Yeah, I got an obstacle right here.
Sugumi looked annoyed as she said that.
This chick's intense and scary. Why am I so freaking sweaty right now?
In my mind, I retracted my earlier thoughts about her being cute. Yeah, right. Sugumi and I glared at each other for a while.
まあまあ、二人とも仲良くね。
Hey, you two, let's get along now. Oh, we'll be getting along later, trust me. I can skip again? Okay. I'm guessing this is still an old one, right? This is like, this one doesn't matter. Okay, thanks. Okay, explaining things. The food truck, which almost never comes up on the kids' side route. And I think, I'm pretty sure, does this matter? It wouldn't, right? Does where I go here matter? Do whatever? Okay. Okay, none of this matters yet. Okay. It's just collecting everybody. Cranking station, let's go. Hey, Sugumi. Can't wait until we get to the new content. Zoom ahead, here we go. I'm guessing, yeah, how can that? Does this matter? I'm guessing this doesn't matter either. This one. Okay. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Now, we finally got to your new choice. Coco is getting sick early, it looks like. Oh, no. This is about she got sick early before, too. But now, yep, second option. Here we go, brand new stuff.
Wait a minute! Is it really decompression sickness? Are you sure it's not some kind of killer virus?
What?
それはどういう意味でしょう
What exactly do you mean? It's clearly decompression sickness and nothing else. Nothing else.
I mean, well, you know, it might be something else. You know, I just kind of thought.
じゃあクラナリはどんな病気だと
Okay, wise guy. What do you think she's got?
I don't know, maybe some kind of weird German name disease or something, I don't know. I got no idea, how should I know? Just, you know, aren't the symptoms different?
クラナリさんは医学の知識をお持ちなのですか
Listen. Who's the highly sentient AI? I mean, master internet searcher with access to WebMD, huh? Not you, me. Do you have any specialized knowledge about medical matters, Kuronari-san?
Nope, not at all, not a clue. But I'm just kind of worried.
You and Sora tilted their heads curiously. The kid, his face anxious, was holding Pee-Pee. Coco was clearly exhausted, and it looked hard for her to stand. It was Sugumi who was holding Coco's body up. Aww.
ねえソラ救護室にあるほらあれ
Hey, Sora. What about the, that thing in the infirmary?
いろんな病状を診断できる装置があったじゃない？
Wasn't there some device that can diagnose medical conditions?
LMRI のことですか？
Do you mean the LMRI?
そうそう、それ。
Yeah, that's it.
あれでスキャニングすれば本当に減圧症なのかどうかすぐにわかるんじゃないの？
If you do a scan with that, can't we tell for sure if it's decompression sickness?
残念ながらそれはできません。
No, definitely not. Unfortunately, no, we cannot.
え？なんで？
Really? Why not? Because I said so.
先ほど調べてみたのですが、あの装置は故障中でした。
I already looked into that. The machine is broken.
検証と修理にそれなりの手間と時間を要してしまいます。
Discovering the problem and repairing it would take time and energy that we do not have. Oh, yes, it would take a very, 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 very long time.
そうなんだ。
Oh. Really? Yes.
とにかくこんなとこで話しててもしょうがないよ。
Oh, well, anyway, there's no use talking about it here.
早くココを救護室に連れて行かないと。
We gotta get Coco to the infirmary right away. Yeah, we should get going.
I crouched down in front of Coco and loaded her on my back. We're rushing up to Schweiterstock, some 17 meters above us. I held Coco on my back, with you and Sugumi supporting her from the side. Sora led the way and Kid brought up the rear. We emerged to the second floor emergency corridor.
Hey, are you sure we shouldn't take a normal corridor?
ここをそのまま進んでください。近道になっています。
Please proceed straight ahead. This is a shortcut. The emergency corridor was directly connected to the lift below the infirmary.
We made it. Let's get her up there.
いえ、倉成さん、そのままそこにある部屋に入ってください。
No, Kuranari-san, please go ahead into the room there.
Huh?
医療用の過減圧室、再圧チャンバーです。ここで減圧症の治療が行えます。
This is a medical compression chamber. We can treat decompression sickness here.
確かに倉成さんがおっしゃったように、今のところ本当に減圧症かどうかは分かりません。
Indeed, as Kuranari-san observed, we cannot be certain whether or not it's decompression sickness right now.
しかし仮に減圧症だとしたら、一刻も早く再加圧をしないと取り返しのつかないことに。
However, assuming that it is decompression sickness, if we do not act immediately, her chances of recovery decrease immensely.
So, this recompression thingamabob, we can do it here?
はい。
Yes, genius, that is correct. I laid Coco down on the bed. You, Sugumi, and the kid all study Coco's face.
Hey, wait a minute, Sora. What are we gonna do if it turns out to be something else?
再加圧自体に副作用はありません。
Compression treatment has no side effects in and of itself.
他の病気だったとしても病状が悪化することはないと思われます。
Furthermore, even if it is a different illness, I do not think it will make her condition worse.
ですから一度再加圧をしてみて様子を伺い、それでも症状が改善されないようでしたら、その時にまた別の方法を考えましょう。
Therefore, I think we should try this once and observe her condition. If there is no improvement, we should consider another approach.
それが今私たちにできる最も適切な処置ではないかと。
This seems to me to be the most appropriate treatment at the moment.
Okay, I got it.
I lifted my hand.
Gosh, that dash up the stairs sure wore me out.
I heaved a breath.
あ、倉成さん、苦しくないですか？
Oh, Kuranari-san, are you in pain at all?
Me? My muscles feel kind of sore and I'm a bit sluggish, but...
ねえ、 キラナリも部屋に入った方がいいんじゃない？
Hey, Kuronari, did you think she could probably go in the room too?
軽い減圧症はすぐに自覚症状が現れるわけじゃないの。一晩二晩経ってから痛み出すこともあるのよ。
In like cases of decompression sickness, you aren't necessarily aware of it immediately.
After you figure out in trouble, it's too late?
症状が長引くかもね。
Yeah, and the symptoms can be drawn out.
そうですね。念のためですが皆さん全員この部屋に入っていただきます。
Yes, just to be on the safe side, I want all of you meatbags to enter the room. The decompression process took place over several hours. Coco lay on the only bed. The kid, you, Fifi, and I sat next to her. It was cramped. We were like sardines in a can. There was nowhere to move. I think we can skip now. This is brand new. Given that this is the cocoa route, it's this one, right? I just wanted to make sure with you guys, because it is this one, right? Yep, cocoa. Okay.
Maybe Coco has some other illness after all.
I couldn't help that doubt from playing around my head. I stole a glance at Coco's face. She looked so calm while sleeping. "2 hours since we started repressurization. She was recovering well, just as Sora had said she would. It must have just been the bends after all. That is, I had it wrong all along, just like my theory. But even so, I couldn't help but noticing a strange and uneasy feeling rising inside me. What's going on? Why were they so convinced that she had some other illness from the start? I couldn't figure it out at all. It was just that something, I didn't know what, kept whispering in my ear. This is no good. This is no good. Maybe I was just too tired. I crouched next to Coco and patted her soft hair. My eyelids were heavy.
But still, even so, today really was an eventful day.
With that, I fell asleep. Day 2. Oh, jeez. I'm trying to do the SpongeBob narrator. Okay, so yep. After this day, the third day is all new. Is the same basically between the routes, right? So I basically could just spend this whole episode doing the kid beginning and the kid beginning after this. When I get to it, unless it's really long. Let's see if I can skip. Yep, I can. Okay. I want to talk to Sugumi. Hello, Buster. Welcome to the stream. Sugumi! Hell yeah, I'm gonna help her. Hell the fuck yeah! Woo!
All right.
Okay. Look at how badass she is. Oh god, like seriously, just look at this fucking image. Like, goddamn. Okay, which one of these? I think this doesn't matter, right? Because it's an old choice.
I thought it was good timing. I was due for a wash anyway.
I miss bathing with her. Yeah, that's old. And yep, I know this. Tsugumi gets the best scenes, the best CGs, the best everything. All these, yeah. Super memory, yep. Yeah, and this is a thing that Coco likes, right? So, it's the memory games they were playing. Oh no, Sora's a robot. What? Oh my god.
空はね
Impossible. I don't believe it.
誰かが私を見る
Oh, here we go. New choice. New dialogue. Someone has to see me.
その行為があって初めて私は姿を現すことができる
I do like. I've heard of redaction, but I don't think it's finished. I have to be seen in order to exist.
視線視点
Vision, a viewpoint.
誰かの視点が私を作るのです
Someone's perspective actually creates me.
倉成さん
Koronari-san.
あなたが目を閉じた時私は消えてなくなるのです
When you close your eyes, I disappear. This is brand new, I see. So we're getting some Sora stuff here because even though this is technically the Coco route, it has to go through everybody's stuff. First choice, okay. Because I wasn't sure, because either one could be like kind of be pro Sora.
When I close my eyes?
I started to test it and covered my eyes with one hand. Instantly, Sora vanished. Sora did exist. Should have been able to see her head above my hand and her feet below. But Sora wasn't there. My hand kept the laser from reaching my eyes, so I couldn't see Sora. Something about it made her seem fragile and temporary. It scared me. I quickly put down my hand. She appeared without a sound. She smiled gently.
Sora?
何でしょう
Yes. There was no real meaning in my question. Maybe it was just I want to see whether or not she would answer me. Given her fragile existence, there seemed to be a danger that she might slip away at any moment. was uneasy about it. At the same time, felt a sort of awe about the mystery of it.
もう何ですか？そんなにじっと見つめないでください。
Is there anything else? Please don't stare at me like that. Sora was blushing.
No, nothing else.
Sora pinched her lips closed as if she was slightly embarrassed.
ところで倉成さん、
By the way, Koronari-san.
Yeah.
倉成さんは月を見たことがありますか？
Koronari-san, have you ever seen the moon? The question came out of nowhere. It was one that caused me to burst out laughing.
Yeah, of course I have.
I replied immediately.
では満月の晩、倉成さんが月を見上げていたとします。
Well, now let's say that you have seen a full moon.
その時、倉成さんが目を閉じてしまっても、月はそこにあると思いますか？
And let's say that you closed your eyes. Do you think the moon would still be there?
Why are you asking such obvious questions? Of course it would.
ならば、世界中の人間が一斉に目を閉じたとしたらどうでしょう？
And how about if everyone in the world closed their eyes all at the same time?
I know what your point is. Even if everyone in the world closed their eyes, the moon wouldn't disappear.
本当ですか？
Really?
Yeah, kinda obvious.
どうやって確かめます？
How could you be sure?
Just open your eyes, right?
それでは家庭に背くことになります。
That goes against the purpose of this exercise.
私がお尋ねしたのは、観測せずに月があるかどうかを確かめる方法は存在するかということです。
My question was whether or not is there any way of verifying that the moon exists if someone closes their eyes.
Well, I mean, you could technically like have a probe there, and like, you know, if everyone in the world closed their eyes and suddenly the probe registered that there was no moon there, when their eyes were closed, then, you know, that would be satisfactory.
Oh god damn it, Takashi!
Huh?
倉成さんが目を閉じた時にも、世界は本当にあるのでしょうか？
When you close your eyes, do you think this world still exists?
もしも私の画像だけではなく、このレミューの一切合切が全て RSD による幻影だとしたら、
Damn! I wonder if I got the timelines mixed up then. Again, if this is assuming my theory is true. What if I told you that not only myself, but all of Lemu was nothing but an RSD-generated illusion? What would you do then?
Huh?
倉成さんが今ご覧になっている壁や天井やその他の景色のすべてを実像だと証明することができますか？
Can you prove that the walls, the ceiling, and all of the scenery that you're observing actually exist?
So everything I'm looking at is RSD?
I panicked, glancing around at my surroundings.
ごめんなさい。冗談ですよ。
I'm sorry, I was only joking. Could you imagine if that was true?
That's a joke?
ええ、レミューは確かに実在します。
It might not be a joke in kids' side, though. Yes, Lemu really does exist.
倉成さんがあまりにも自信たっぷりのお答えになったので、ちょっとからかってみたくなっただけです。
You sounded so full of confidence when you answered. I thought I would tease you just a bit. Sora giggled, covering her mouth.
しかし、これだけは言えます。
However, I can say this.
人間が世界を認識するためには、五感のうちのいずれかを使う以外に方法はありません。
For humans to know the world around them, they must use one of their five senses.
すべての感覚を失ってしまったら、世界があるのかどうかさえわからなくなってしまうのです。
If they lose all of these, they lose the ability to tell whether this world exists or not.
逆に言えば、視点こそが世界を作っていると言えるかもしれませんね。
Another way of putting it might be to say that the perspective is in the eye of the beholder.
この場合の視点とは、視覚のことだけを指しているのではなく、聴覚、嗅覚、味覚、触覚のすべての感覚を指しています。
In this instance, I don't mean that just sight, but hearing, smell, taste, and touch as well. All of the senses.
物事を知覚するポイント、それが視点なのです。
The point at which we perceive the world, that is perspective.
そして私は
And I
月と同じなのです。
am the same as the moon.
お分かりになりましたか？
Do you understand? I felt like I had been able to get the gist of what she meant. Still, I didn't know exactly what she meant by I'm the same as the moon. I mustered an image of a silvery blue moon, its light piercing through the dark night.
I see. That's what she means.
The answer came to me surprisingly quickly. The moon didn't bark like a dog, it didn't smell, and it didn't taste tart like an apple. At least not as far as I knew. The only way to be sure of the existence of the moon was through its small gravitational pull of blue-white light. Thinking of it that way, the mysterious charm of the moon and its transients were things that Sora shared. I believe the moon was there, so was there. I believe that Sora was there, so she was there. Maybe that was what Sora wanted to say.
Ah, I got it.
That was how I answered. Sora's eyes lit up and her cheeks wrinkled into a big smile. And it might have been my imagination. I thought I smelled the tart scent of an apple from somewhere. After seeing Sora off to the control room, I didn't have anything particular to do, so I started wandering aimlessly down the corridors of Dritterstock. Ahead of me, I could see the door leading to the Lemurian ruins. The door was open. We can skip now? Okay, thanks. Oh, we can't. Walking by, I glanced briefly inside. I saw someone.
Huh? Who's that?
Oh, okay, I'm pretty sure it's this. No, we can't skip. This is brand new stuff here. I was curious, so I ducked inside the room with the ruins. It turned out the figures in the room were you and Coco. You had been leaning up against the stone wall. Palm of Yu's hand was some kind of journal or notebook. She had it opened and was staring at a page. Coco was standing next to her, peering over her shoulder. The two of them were flushed up against one another, speaking in 2- and 3-word sentences. They looked like they were having fun. Whoopee whoopee woo, the word right. From out of nowhere, Pee-Pee appeared and rushed up to my legs. I lifted up the sopping wet Pee-Pee and went over. God. I swear they wrote that sentence that way on purpose. I went over to stand by the two. God damn it. Seriously. They wrote the sentence that way on purpose.
What you looking at?
I stood between them and asked. You and Coco looked up and noticed me.
お写真見てたの。
We were, looking at these pictures.
Pictures?
見たい？
You want to see him?
Sure.
じゃあ見せてあげよう。
Okay, I'll show you.
What you handed over to me was neither a journal nor a notebook, but a single file. One small enough to fit in the palm of my hand. It was already open. It had several pictures taken from an instant camera, stuffed between the pages. They were baby pictures.
It can't be. Your baby?
バーカ。
No, you idiot! Baka! You hit me on the head.
私まだ18よ。独身なのよ、独身。
I'm 18, okay? I'm single. Single!
Yeah, right. Which means that this baby is...
だよ。
Knock you, dummy.
She also calls her Nakyu.
ナッキュがちっちゃかった頃のお写真なんだって。
These are from when knock you was a little bitty baby.
So this is what you were laughing about?
いけない？
Something wrong with that?
だって可愛いでしょ？子供の頃の私。
I mean, they're adorable, right? My baby pictures?
もちろん今でも可愛いことに変わりはないんだけどね。
And of course the fact that I'm cute hasn't changed a bit, you know? I'm still hot.
それからちょっと貸して。
Oh, and, could you hand those back? And saying that, you snatched the file out of my hands.
これが七五三の時の私で。
This picture's from when I was dressed up in a kimono as a kid.
これが運動会の応援団長をやった時のやつで。
And in this, I was head cheerleader for an athletic event at school.
それからこれは中学校の入学式の時の写真でしょ。
And, oh, this one's from my first day of middle school. You continue to flip through the pages.
これは高校の文化祭の時に撮ったやつ。
And here's one I took at the talent show my freshman year in high school.
ケイコ、ニーニー、ベティ、ちーちゃん、ビーフ、山本。あ、これは一応先生ね。
Now here's a huge clue right away that Akiyu and Haruyu are two different people. Like, just look at this. I think this is some evidence toward my theory. There's no Sara listed in here and all her friends. And Coco, just like who I assume is her daughter, Sara, called you, Nakyu. Here is Keiko, Min, Betty, Chi-chan, Beef Yamamoto. Oh, and I couldn't forget my teacher, right?
花火大会でしょ。温泉旅行でしょ。アミちゃん家に泊まった時の写真でしょ。
And the fireworks festival. Here's my trip to the hot springs. Oh, and here's from the time I stayed at Ami-chan's.
それから。なんだこれ。
And here we have... Huh? What is this?
はい。夜中に学校に忍び込んだ時のやつだ。
Oh, that's right. This is when we sneaked into school that one night.
卒業式のはね、 確か最後の方に
And of course, the graduation ceremony. There was one more.
これこれブサイクでしょ、泣いちゃった後だから。
Here it is. It's hideous, right? I've been crying and crying. So much of youth history was there. Smiling faces, sad faces, silly faces, surprised faces, even shy faces. There were girlfriends, boyfriends, teachers, people, afternoons, nights, good times, and hard times. It was without saying, but shown in those photos were people I didn't know, places I didn't know, and a you that I didn't know.
あとはね。
Oh, and you looked like she had no intention of stopping, so I rushed to get a word in.
You? So what is this? Your life's history album or something?
アルバムね。そんな風に呼んだことはないけど、
A history album? Well, I've never called it that before.
まあジャンルとしてはアルバムに分類されるのかな。
But if you had to label it, I guess you'd call it that.
So why are you carrying that with you?
なんでそんなこと聞くの？
Huh? Do you even need to ask?
タケピョン知らないの？女の子はみんなこういうの持ってるんだよ。普通。
Talk of healing, you don't know? All girls carry around things like this. It's normal.
You don't say.
Yeah.
少なくともここの周りにいる女の子はみんな持ち歩いてるよ。
Well, all the girls I know carry them around.
Come to think about it, I've heard rumors of something like that before. But I wouldn't have expected it to be anything more than a fleeting fad. There was no way I had any idea it was a deep-rooted girl tradition. The album had probably been with used things from the changing room. I wonder what everyone else is doing right now.
みんな今頃何してるのかな。
I wonder what everyone is doing right now. You murmured softly to herself as she flipped through the pages.
私のこともしかして心配してくれてたりするのかな。
Do any of these people ever worry about me?
そうだ。
Oh, yeah!
タケピョンはさ、ママとパパと一緒に住んでるの？
Do you live with your mom and dad, Takepyeon?
Huh?
それとも一人暮らし？
Or do you live by yourself?
This is a big one. I think we are deciding something about Takashi here almost. Are you sure this doesn't matter? It's a brand new choice. Okay, it isn't mentioned? Okay. Damn, let's see. I'm gonna go with the one Coco might like.
I'm living with my parents.
じゃあパパもママもきっと心配して してるね。
Sorry your mom and dad are worried about you.
Well, they're parents. Parents worry it's what they're good at. But that's only if they know we're stuck in here.
そんなの知ってるに決まってるじゃない。
Well, they gotta know.
こんな大事件が起きたんだよ。多分ニュースとかワイドショーとかに大きく報道されてるってば。
An accident is because this? It's probably all over the news. They might even be doing a huge special on it.
You think so? I'm not sure about that.
You kept flipping through the pages. It didn't seem like she was very interested in what I had to say.
How about you, Coco? Probably still living with your parents. Your parents, aren't you?
ココ14歳なんだよ。当たり前でしょ。
I'm 14, aren't I? Of course I am. What do you think I am, an anime protagonist?
あ、だけど今パパは家にいないけど。
Well, right now my dad isn't at home, but...
Huh? Why not?
Oh, I'm so sorry, you guys. I gotta go to the bathroom. I will be back ASAP. Alright, and we are back. Sorry about that.
Huh? Why not?
Damn, I just realized we're an hour and 40 minutes into this Let's Play already. Holy shit. Jeez. Time's flown by.
出張中だから
Oh boy. I hope that's true, Coco. You seem quite naive.
Because he's on a business trip. That's why.
Oh, I see. And what about you? Are you living with your parents or? Oh, what? I asked that. I realized it's been a mistake to ask that. Yu's dad has been missing for 17 years.
I checked Yu's expression. It didn't seem as if she cared one way or another.
私はお母さんと一緒に住んでる
I'm living with my mom.
でも心配なんかしてないと思うな
But I doubt she's really worried about me.
そういう人だからあの人
That's just the kind of person she is, my mom.
What do you mean?
楽観的っていうかなんていうかあんまり物事に動じるようなタイプの人じゃないのよね
I guess you'd call her a positive thinker. She isn't the type to really let herself get caught up in things.
普段外泊とかしても全然平気みたいだし
She doesn't care if I stay out all night.
今まで18年間あの人と付き合ってきたけどうるさく言われたことなんか一度もないんだ
I've been living with her for 18 years, but she's never raised her voice at me even once.
私放任主義で育てられたの
I grew up pretty much doing whatever I wanted.
だからこんな風になっちゃったのかもね
I suppose that's why I turned out the way I did. You showed me a page from her album that she turned to. It was you putting the hurt on some wrestler. And the guy looked like a bulky jock of sorts. Damn, she's strong.
さてと
So, you said that as she snapped the album shut.
ねえここちょっとお昼寝でもしに行かない
Hey Coco, you wanna take a nap?
なんだか眠くなってきちゃったから
I don't know why, but I'm kind of tired all of a sudden.
お昼にする
Okay, let's take a nap.
どうしてこんな時間に眠くなるんだろうね
I wonder why I'm so tired this early.
ねここ
Right, Coco? It sounds like she's like kind of signaling her to go somewhere else.
なっきゅ
Right, Nakia?
Ah, yeah. No, it seems like they're setting something up. That seems quite fake. You and Coco looked over at me disapprovingly and left the room fighting off yawns. Holding Pee-Pee, I watched the two disappear from sight. It was night. Okay, this might be the same. Yeah, this is the same. Sugumi, I think you could tell that I think they also favored Sugumi, the artists, because they give her just the coolest shots, like at the coolest angles and things like this. I'll pass on tag because I wanted to be with Sugumi, but I'm forced to play tag anyway. Alright, here we go. I think this is new here. Unless this is a choice I didn't make before. I visited the rest area. I soon noticed that there was someone there. I could hear the sound of someone walking through water. As I got closer, the direction of the footsteps changed. It was someone short and moving slowly. It was a battle of patience. Splash, splash. My opponent's feet made a dash for the exit. I stuck around to the side again and again to block off that person. The footsteps gradually moved away from the exit into a corner. I moved a bit closer. I don't know whoever it was to make a break for it. I moved to head them off and prepared to trip them by catching their leg. Splash! I made someone fall spectacularly.
Hey, I don't know who you are, but you alright?
Oh! I think we found our mystery person here. I thought I was near where the person had stumbled, but it was dark and I couldn't see much.
I wonder if this might work.
I took my PDA from my pocket and set the monitor backlight to maximum brightness. But it was weak and nothing compared to a flashlight. I thought it might be brighter, but it was dim and didn't amount to much.
Oops!
My hand slipped. My PDA looked like it was heading for the water. I snatched it right before it hit the water surface.
Huh?
I glimpsed something reflected in the water surface, moving. The biggest fish I'd ever seen started sliding away in the water.
Hey, if it ain't the kid!
I scooped up a handful of seawater from around my feet and dumped it on his head.
見つかった
Oh no, you found me!
Damn, that kind of surprised me there. Jeez. Splash! As soon as the kid stood up, he tried to get away. But he had a hood on and hood was filled with water. Splash! The weight of the hood dragged him backward as he kicked his leg into the air. He fell back into the water once again.
意外と気持ちいいね
Hey, this feels pretty good.
The kid swam kind of breaststroke in the small pool of water, 15 centimeters deep.
Is the water cold?
少しね
A bit. I don't think I've seen this scene before. He glided along, enjoying himself. That was probably what people meant by taking to the water like a fish. In the darkness, he swam to the other side of the room.
Hey, just so you know, the exit is the long way around.
じゃあお見通しか
Huh? Read my mind.
The kid gave up and stood.
泳いでいけば見つからないと思ったんだけど
I thought you wouldn't see me if I was in the water.
He laughed as he said it.
Keeping me on my toes. You're like a ninja or something.
Okay, I haven't seen this one, but it's not a true root scene. Okay, cool. Alright, well that's cool. It's still a new scene.
ニンニン
Now I'm almost positive that kid is Sarah's father. That Takashi Root kid is Sarah's father. Look at this! Look at this!
Ninja! Jutsu!
The kid took some kind of ninja pose. He jumped in the water again and swam some more. Found the kid, stepped on the can. Let's see. Thought I'd check some other rooms. Yep, I remember that scene. Yep, now the kid doppelganger that we don't know what's up with that. Oh, this is new. Suddenly I was enveloped in darkness. Are we gonna finally find out who kicked the can? Plunged into darkness without a ray of light. I heard the teeny sound of a can being kicked. The low sound felt as if it were penetrating my body, shaking to my core. Something like an empty shell reverberating and echoing within itself. There was no sign that the sound would stop. Rather, it seemed to be getting stronger and stronger. A crack ran down the outer husk. It began to spread like the strands of a web and soon covered the entire shell. What is going on? Pieces began to fall away, dropping to the floor. What I got a glimpse of through the fragmented shell was darkness. Darkness! Particles of light filling that darkness began to converge on each other. The light formed a vague image. The image came flying into view. The fragment seemed familiar to me. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Time for some true ending shit. Okay. Ka-bing. Clatter, clatter, clatter.
おい誰だよ蹴ったの
Hey, who kicked that?
なんだかよくわかんないけど
I have no idea, but
チャンス
another chance.
いいのでしょうか
Do you think we should? Here we go. Now we're switching timelines. As everyone spoke, they scattered like baby spiders in the wind. I was the only one left in the conference room. Huh? Me? A chill shot at my back. I'm here. I've been here forever. What? Hello, T. Still, I had an odd sense that something was not quite right. I felt that until just a while before. I was not really myself. A me that is not me. Damn, this is like some Umineko shit here. A me that is not me. Who could that be? I wondered why those doubts were creeping into my mind. I didn't know the reason. But for some reason I was consumed by the feeling that I was floating in space. A feeling that was accompanied with a limitless terror. It was like I'd been transported into some unknown world before I'd even realized it. That was how I felt. Suddenly I felt dizzy. My consciousness seemed like it would flee if I didn't latch firmly onto it. Is this kid or Takashi? I tried to do that as I calmly and carefully analyzed the situation. I started with what I knew. It seemed that we were all playing kick the can in the dark. Thinking back on that fact that Takashi and everyone had... Okay, so we did switch to kid. We did switch to kid. Okay. And thinking back on the fact that Takashi and everyone had run away, it seemed clear that I was it. No, wait. All I could think of was, who cared about the game now? That's true. It says kid at the bottom of the text box. Yeah. Okay, thanks for last. I thought it was more important to find out the cause of the strange feelings. I wondered why I was there in the first place. What had I been doing? While I had questions, there was a part of me that felt it made total sense for me to be there. This is bad. Right, I can see it's not the convergence point, but I bet on the kid's side there's a similar thing to this. I have no idea what the deal is with anything. Thank you, Fafo. My mind was fuzzy. I wasn't going to be able to push ahead with any logical thinking. I decided to give up.
First, I'll go look for everyone.
I left the conference room and started my search. Strangely, my doubts and sense of unease lessened with time. I calmly went about devoting myself to being it. In the darkness, almost completely devoid of light, I went place to place looking for everyone. You, Takashi, Sora, Sara, Sugumi. It didn't take me long to find all of them. Once we're all gathered back in the conference room, we started to talk.
それにしても瞬殺だったな
Jeez, he slaughtered us.
倉成さんの半分以下の時間でしたね
That was twice as fast as Kuranari-san.
でもこんなに暗いのにドンピシャで名前当てまくるなんてすっごい勘だよね
Oh, that was Sora, sorry. That was twice as fast as Coronari-san. Wow, I can't believe you guessed everybody right in the dark. It's pretty amazing. It's almost like you can see in the dark or something.
Yeah, I know, right?
先輩、どういうことですか？
Knock you? What are you talking about?
マユは知らないのか。
Oh, Maya, you don't know. This kid. Wait a minute. How does you know that? You put her hand on my head and said something to Sara. Takashi was making a fuss next to me, so I couldn't hear what she said.
おいつぐみ、いい加減白状したらどうだ？お前もこっそり参加してたんだろ。
Hey, Sugumi, give it up. Why don't you just come out and admit you were playing too?
私は参加なんてしていない。
I'm not playing. Sugumi said as if her patience were nearly gone. And that was the end of our game. The evening continued quietly. The day had seen no major developments. There was nothing else for us to do, so we decided to go to bed. There were 4 legitimate beds in the dry areas. There was one in the compression chamber along with 2 beds. Oh, this is the convergence point, really? Are you sure? And an examination table in the infirmary. Sugumi was missing and Sora didn't need sleep, so there were exactly 4 of us. I think I'll go until the day marker, just to be safe. Takashi had been relegated to the compression chamber as a potential danger to the women. Convergence is day 3. That's what I thought. Okay. Yes, considering it's 11:45, day 3, it's almost day 3. You and Sara said that they would take the 2 beds since they were vulnerable young women. So I got stuck on the hard examination table. Then, when the clamor having quieted down and finding myself alone, I stared at the ceiling and started to reflect on things. Enough time had passed since I had that eerie feeling of things not being right. My mind was clear. I was able to easily reel in the thread of my memory. The date was May 2nd. Second day we'd been trapped in Lemu. Our second day there was almost over. I reflected on the happenings of those 2 days. On May 1st, I had awoken in the infirmary I'd awoken in the infirmary without my memory. I didn't know my name, age, address, even why I was there. The person who had looked after me had been you. I know why they're doing this, just so they can catch you up on like the general kid route happenings. Trapped in Lemu, you and I had wandered through the complex, searching for an exit. Caught up in a sudden rush of water and barely escaped death. Then we found Sara and rescued her from the elevator. Oh, and I remembered I had blurted out something crazy.
I just want to make sure one more time. Sara, there was really no one riding in the elevator except for you.
Eh?
Huh?
So there was somebody.
いないよ。いないけど。
No, there wasn't, but
But
どうして？
why?
どうして知ってるの？
How do you know?
私の 私の名前。
My name.
あれ？そういえばまだ君にマヨの本名教えてなかったよね。
What? Oh, that's right. We haven't told you Mayo's real name.
ねえ、なんで？
Hey, I asked you why!
なんで私のこと知ってるの？
How the fuck do you know me?
君は
Who?
誰なの？
Who are you?
She grilled me about how I knew, but I had no answer. Still, I knew her name was Matsunaga Sara. Even though I knew it, I still didn't know how I knew it. The word Sara just unconsciously popped out of my mouth. Oh, they're showing me the changes to kid's side. I see. After that, I met with Sugumi, Sora, and Takashi just to contemplate some escape routes. We noticed that Lemu's bioscan was displaying bizarre numbers for the people in Lemu. I had another experience similar to the one with Sara.
Wait, that's not right. There's something strange about it. There's only 5 people that didn't escape in time. But the bioscan is showing 6.
え、なんで合計で5人なの？
Huh? Why do you say there are 5 people?
ソラ、つぐみ、たけし、少年、ナッキョ先輩。それから私。
Sugumi, Takashi, the kid, Naku, and me.
6人じゃん。
That's 6.
No, Sara. That's wrong! Break! The thing is, Sora is... She's not really here.
ここにいない？
She's not here?
どういうことなんだ少年
What are you talking about, kid? Sora is an RSG generated image.
Oh wow, you revealed that early.
はい？
What?
RSD?
RSG? It's a system that uses semiconductor lasers to project an image directly onto a person's retina. In other words, the Sora we're seeing is just an image.
Sara and Takashi's jaws dropped, and they blinked again and again. Being an employee of Lemu, I figured that you had known from the start. She didn't look surprised, but just gazed off into the distance. As for Sora,
はい、今少年さんがおっしゃった通りです。
yes, it is exactly as Kitsan states.
私は肉体を持っていません。
Oh, hello, Guppy Force. Welcome to the stream. I think we're almost done. I am not flesh and blood.
実体のないただの幻影です。
I have no form. I am merely an image.
この思考や人格もすべて AI プログラムによって司られています。
My thoughts and personality are all controlled by an AI program. Sora answered without looking surprised. The whole situation was staggering, because no one had told me the fact that Sora was an RSG-generated image. There were inexplicable recurring phenomena, premonitions. There was even more unbelievable scene that I had stumbled upon. In the medical compression chamber, I met with a ghost-like young girl.
It's all right. Don't worry. Everything is all right. Anyway, let's go to everywhere else, where everybody else is.
みんな
Everybody?
Yeah, it's not just me. There are lots of other people.
助けに来てくれたの？
Help? Did you come to help?
Yeah, that's right.
でもきっと無理だよ。
But it's probably impossible.
Huh?
もうどこにも出られないんだ。
There's no way out anymore.
Then I suddenly said,
Let's go!
どこに？
Huh? Where?
Anywhere. Let's just get out of here.
どうして？
Why?
and he knows her name too.
Because if we stay here, Coco, then we'll probably...
I sucked in my breath. I knew something. There was no reason I should have known. I didn't know why, but I knew her name. Yagami Coco. And then the moment I took my eyes off her, Coco disappeared without a sound. Yep, just like that. I lost sight of her in the compression chamber where I'd spent the night. I met with her again the other day. In other words, only a few hours prior to thinking about it like I was. After the sudden blackout, we went to fix the generator. I do just want to see Wait, so I just want to get to the point where they're both the same. And then I'll go through it from kid's side. If we've seen the scene already, then it should be the same thing, right? So should be mostly the same thing. So it shouldn't even matter. Then I can kind of quickly blaze through it if that's true. I met up with Coco again in the dim light in front of the generator room.
長湯店をいいし
Oh no. Oh no!
夢
Oh god.
の
Okay.
中より
Sorry. Oh god, my game is freezing up every time there's a song lyric.
柳井
Oh boy.
早く今夏と
Oh boy.
眠りたもぬく眠りたも母に
Oh god, why is it doing this? I didn't know why she was singing a lullaby. Before I could ask her, she started talking.
ここね
I was
待
waiting
ってた
for
んだ
you.
よ君が来るのずっと待ってたの
I was waiting and waiting for you to come.
月のせいみたいに一人ぼっちで
I was waiting all alone like a moon sprite.
Then you should have come to me.
ダメなんだよ
I couldn't.
それは無理なんだ
That's impossible.
Why?
君が連れて行ってくれないからだよ
Because you wouldn't take me with you.
Wait, but so.
What?
みんなのとこに連れて行ってくれる
Will you take me to everybody else?
Of course I will. Let's go together right now.
Just as I said that, splash. A wall of water exploded from near Coco's feet. Droplets of water scattered everywhere like mist.
さようなら
Farewell.
Coco disappeared in the spray. The night came and we decided to play kick the can in the dark. Takashi was it again and again. And finally my turn came. Yeah, that seems backwards. Because doing it from this side means I see everything. So are you saying if I approached it from Kid's side, that means I wouldn't see the changes to Takashi's side then? Right? Takashi was it again and again. And finally my turn came. I found everyone one after another in the dark. When only Sugumi was left, the sound of the can being kicked ran throughout the conference room. Just that moment, I had felt something was not right. Well, now we've caught up to the present.
It's only been 2 days, and so much has happened. This being trapped here is an unusual state of affairs.
The premonitions, and the ghost-like girl. And besides that, Yu's father had gone missing. Sugumi, well, she was plain rude, and Sora was only an image, and Sara. Oh, hello, Zarmagus, so. Sara, well, what was with Sara? Something about her stuck in my mind. She's your sister. But, whatever. Anyway, the events of the previous 2 days have been like a roller coaster. There's too many things that happened. There's like what they said about water mills. They work best in a fast stream, but stop when there was a flood. The way I felt was like that. I couldn't get my mind around the intense rush of events, doubts and questions that had forced themselves on me. They were beyond what I could digest. I wondered what I could do about it. My body knew what the best thing to do was. Sleep. I needed to rest my mind. For I knew it, my consciousness was violently assaulted and dragged down by drowsiness. But I was only briefly able to enjoy my visit.
おい、少年。
Hey, kid.
少年、
Kid.
もう寝ちゃったか？
You asleep already?
Takashi was shaking me.
I'd wake up even if I were asleep with you shaking me that hard.
で、どっちなんだ？今寝てるのか？起きてるのか？
So which is it? You awake or asleep? Isn't it obvious? I'm sleeping like a log.
I closed my eyes.
釣れないこと言うなや。
Hey, come on, don't be like that.
眠れないんだよ。
I can't sleep. Last night you seemed like you were totally fine.
だってな、あの狭っ苦しい加減圧室の中に一人ぼっちなんだぞ。
But I'm all alone in this tiny little cramped space.
まるで棺桶の中にでも閉じ込められちまった気分で。
It's like being cooped up in a coffin. It makes me feel... It's the same place you were snoring away last night! You could sleep in a coffin! You could sleep in a cup of coffee!
お、うまいね。
Hey, that almost rhymes or something.
No, it doesn't! It's just alliteration!
棺桶とカフェオレか。
Coffin and coffee.
カフェオレには覚醒作用を持つカフェインが含まれている。
Coffee has caffeine in it. That wakes you up.
だから普通の人間ならばカフェオレの中ではまどろみさえ覚えないはずだが。
So there's no way that a normal person could catch a wink in a cup of coffee.
きっとたけしだったら、つまり図太い神経を持っている俺だったら、そんな覚醒作用などものともせず、グースカと眠りこけてしまうだろう。
Why are you talking about yourself in the third person?
But caffeine wouldn't phase a big lunk like that Takashi. He'd sleep like a baby.
というような意味を込めつつ、棺桶の韻をさりげなく踏んでみたりしたわけだな。
Is that what you're trying to say with that almost rhyme of yours?
Stupid.
年長者に向かってアホとは何事じゃ。
Huh, is that any way to talk to your elders?
Fine. Stupid senpai. I'm gonna sleep.
なん頼むよ少年。ちょっと付き合ってくれよ。
Hey, come on, kid. Stay up with me a bit.
Good night. I turned away from him. Tug, tug, tug. Thud. Takashi had pulled me off the examination table. Hey, what are you doing? I'll sue you! Damn brat, I'll sue!
まあまあいいからいいから。
Come on, take it easy. Calm down.
ここは一つ男同士で一杯やろうじゃないか。
Let's have a drink. You know, man to man.
No, thanks!
俺もやだ。
My thoughts exactly.
やだやだやだやだやだやだやだやだ。
Yuck, 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 yuckity yuck.
少年がいなくちゃ嫌なんだい。
I'm nothing without you, kid.
And then... Oh my god, that's a good CG. Be quiet!
いい加減もう寝なさい。
Cut it out, the two of you! Just go to sleep! You lying in the bed next to me had snapped. She sat upright, a strange light emanating from her.
どうもお騒がせしました。
Oh, sorry for causing such a ruckus, milady.
I walked out of the room with Takashi's hand pushing me from behind.
じゃあまあとりあえず売店にでも行ってビール調達してくるか。
Hey, for now, why don't we hit the kiosk and get some beers? Yeah, let's get some brewskis.
Takashi started Wakashi. I stayed right where I was.
Is there beer in Lemu?
ああ売り物じゃないらしいんだが冷蔵庫の奥の方にあったやつを見つけたんだ
I don't think it was for sale, but it was stashed in the back of the fridge.
多分店員か誰かがこっそり隠しておいたんだろ
Figured some worker hid it in there. But I can't drink beer. I'm underage, I think.
うどうして
Huh? Why not?
I stopped and turned around.
I'm not old enough.
それがどうした
So what? We're about to die. Underage means you can't drink alcohol. It's against the law.
つまりお前は法を犯したくない
So you're saying you won't break any law? Yeah.
だけどお前竜田サンドも食ったしコーラも飲んだよな金も払わずに
But you ate sandwiches and drank cola, right? You didn't pay anything. That's because I had to survive!
かあ嫌だね嫌だ嫌だ
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
お前授業中にメール打ってるやつ教師にチクるタイプだろ
I bet you're the kind of kid that'll tattle on the kid next to you in class if he's passing notes to his friends. Nerd. I am not!
しないかどうかはわからないだろ記憶がないんだから
You don't know if you are or not because you got no memory.
ああもうわかったわかった
Alright, alright.
じゃあ少年はクリームソーダでも飲んでろよ
You drink cream soda then. Remember what happened in Umineko in Japan? It got freaking censored because Battler was drinking beer. Wine, I mean, whatever. Why cream soda?
お子ちゃまだからだ
Because you're just a little baby.
I am not a baby. I'm 16.
16歳だろ
16, huh?
16歳十分ガキンチョじゃないか
16. Old enough to lead a whole gang of snot-nosed brassing her own.
Stop it.
16 is still underage, but I'm not a kid any-
Oh, 16 is still underage, but I'm not a kid anymore. I'm still not an adult, but I'm not a kid anymore. That's what I am.
何が子供超だ
Just what about you is more than a kid?
超子供なくせに
Kid?
I'm going back to bed.
嘘ぴょん嘘ぴょん
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
And you're calling me the baby.
だよなだよなお前はもう子供じゃないなお兄さんにはよーくわかるぞ
Right, right, because you're a big boy. All grown up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
あれあれおちょっと待てよ
Hey, hold on a sec.
お少年お前記憶がないんだったよな
Kid, you've got no memory, right?
Right.
だったらどうして自分が16歳だって知ってるんだ
So, how do you know that you're 16?
Because I don't know why. As I mumbled, I unconsciously held him open in my right hand. I stared absently at my palm. I still didn't have any idea what happened to my finger. There was no doubt that I had said I was 16, but I couldn't be sure I was right. I wondered if I was really that age, if I could believe my words.
まあいいや
Well, whatever.
とにかく良かったじゃないか思い出して
Anyway, it's good that you remembered your age at least.
徐々に記憶が回復してきたっていう証拠だろ
Proof that you're slowly getting your memory back.
16歳ね
16, huh?
じゃあ俺の推測は当たらずとも遠からずだったってわけだな
So my guess wasn't that far off, huh?
Huh?
ほら昨日言っただろ14、15歳ぐらいに見えるってさ
Yesterday, I guessed, right? I said you were about 14 or 15.
まあこんな感じの16歳がいても別に不思議ではないが
I guess someone like you could be 16. Could be possible enough.
Could be? Could be. What's that supposed to mean? I looked at my arms, my legs, and my whole body as if to check. And lastly, I touched my hands to my face.
What?
っていうか、まさかお前
Don't tell me you...
自分の顔も忘れちまったのか？
You didn't forget your own face, did you?
Face? Okay, I think we're gonna get a big revelation here. I put all my power into opening the door, threw him at a high ceiling, and ran toward the mirror on the room's far wall. Bam! My leg caught on the bench, and I crashed to the floor. Watch, he's not gonna look like Takashi Root Kid. If he does, then my theory is dead. Even deader. My leg caught on the bench, and I crashed to the floor. I lifted my head slowly. The mirror was right in front of me, and I was inside of it. I looked at me. For some reason, I felt scared all of a sudden. I squeezed my eyes shut and looked down. I willed my legs to stand me up. My knees shook. I stumbled 2 or 3 steps. I put my hand on the locker to keep myself from falling. I tried to walk, just as the mirror was sucking me toward it. I put both hands on the mirror. Both my eyes were slightly open, but I wasn't able to raise my face yet. Come on! It's facing me, and both our hands are facing each other. I could only see his body. His legs quivered, his palms shook, and the mirror rattled. I took a breath. My shaking stopped. That moment, sound suddenly disappeared. I didn't move. The other me didn't move either. I waited for him to move. I looked up ever so slightly. I saw another world behind his back. A bench lay knocked over, and clothing was scattered everywhere. Someone was standing on the other side of the open door.
おい、少年
Hey, kid!
どうしたんだよ突然走り出したりして
What's up with you running off like that?
I turned around. God damn it! We don't get to see his face. Takashi stood with one hand on the door.
鏡
A mirror?
His voice made me want to look. I turned my eyes around. Inside the massive mirror. Ah, yeah! Called it! Called it! Woo! Fucking called it! Somebody pick up that goddamn phone! 'Cause I called it! Woo! Virtue's last rewarded, this son of a bitch. Okay, theory lives. And did you notice, he looks so much like that glasses guy, who I so bet is the original kid and his dad. Oh yeah! Now, I wonder if we switch to Takashi on Takashi route and see if he looks different. The face of some kid who I didn't know was staring back at me. Ugh. Ah! He screamed as if we're about to the end of the world. His face contoured in a way that chilled my spine. He clutched his hair with both hands. His body shook, racked with convulsions.
なんだどうしたんだよ少年
What is it? What's going on? Kid!
He put his fingernails on his cheek and harshly scratched the flesh around his neck. Oh no. Don't do this. His lower jaw protruded forward, dropping downward as his tongue hung out. No, no, no! No, 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 no.
なんだよ何が違うって言うんだ
What
どう
is
しち
it?
まったんだよ一体
What's wrong? This... It's not me!
You're not. Yes, it is. What are you talking about? Huh? It's the hologram fucking with him.
It's not me! It's not me!
何がお前じゃないんだ
What's not you? Ah! Ah!
さどうすりゃいいんだ
Uh-oh.
Damn. What am I supposed to do? No. No. No! It's not me. It's not me. It's not me!
ちょっと待ってろ
Just hold on, kid!
今みんな呼んでくるからな
I'll go get everyone.
I didn't know who the me inside the mirror was. It wasn't the face of the kid that I knew. What are you talking about? It's not the same face as he remembers? It wasn't the sick color of his skin or his bloodshot eyes or the way his tongue hung limply. His whole appearance was completely different than anything I had in my memory of myself. He wasn't me. No, I wasn't him. Who was he? Who in the world was I? Me standing there didn't know who I was. Where was the real me?
Who are you?
I asked him and he asked me.
Who am I?
I asked me and he asked he. My consciousness was fading and I gradually started losing my senses.
Who are you? Who am I?
Someone whispered in my ear. I didn't know if it was me or him. Who are you? Who am I? My eyes clouded over and I couldn't see clearly. His body swung back and forth like a pendulum, finally disappearing from my sight. Drifting in pure white darkness. Really? Pure white darkness? But it wasn't me or him floating, but both me and him. I lost sight of where I ended and the world that began. I lost all sense of everything. I had no way to confirm my existence. I just let myself drift, like a baby floating in the womb. Dissolving, dissolving, dissolving. I dissolved into pure white darkness again. That makes no fucking sense. The pure white darkness becoming me. I was nowhere. The me who was nowhere was everywhere. So where was the real me? Who are you? Who am I? And the whispering voices disappeared, swallowed by the dark light. Boom. 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 Boom! Bam! Baboom! Back to Takashi. I remember that DQA. I thought he had just grown up. And he got his, yeah, but it was a couple of years later. Yeah, okay. Exactly, DQA, yeah. I fucking knew it. Oh my god, you guys! Okay, so I just want to quickly go through the other side and just make sure we've seen everything on it. I am not smart. Oh, sorry, Void Dweller. It's just, I just guessed right. It says, yeah, asking you. Now I can follow my walkthrough. It's a vital answer for Coco's path. Here we go, some new shit. All right. No, I was all alone. Nobody else.
Really?
Yeah.
You're sure there was nobody else there?
I said there was nobody there.
Even in the elevator next to you?
誰も乗ってなかったと思うよ。
No, I don't think there was anybody riding in it.
だって今までずーっと大声出して助けを呼んでたのに誰も返事してくれなかったもん。
Shouting for help the whole time and nobody answered me. I wondered why not. The voice that I had heard a little bit ago was grating on my mind. I just wanted to make sure one more time.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure one more time. Sarah, there was really no one riding the elevator except for you?
No, Nakia was over here. I was the only one in the elevator.
God damn it!
え
Ah!
So there was somebody.
いないよ。いないけど。
Okay, this is the scene that was flashed back to. I see. No, there wasn't, but
But
どうして
why?
どうして知ってるの？
How do you know?
私の
My
名前。
name?
name?
あれ？そういえばまだ君にマヨの本名教えてなかったよね。
What? Oh, yeah, that's right. We haven't told you Mayo's real name. That instant, my vision shook crazily. Something spine-chilling was squirming in the core of my body. That feeling spread through my network of nerves to the far corners of my body in an instant.
ねえ、なんで？
Hey, I asked you why! Yeah, we can't skip it.
君、私のこと知ってるの？
Do you know me? Matsunaga Sara. Yes, I was sure her name was Matsunaga Sara, but how? How did I know her name?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I cradled my head and shook it several times.
どういうこと？
What is this?
I don't know.
知らないじゃわからないでしょ？
If you don't know, then I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
ねえ、ちゃんと答えてよ。
Hey, answer me!
なんで私のこと知ってるの？
How the fuck do you know me?
君は
Who?
誰なの？
Who are you?
I said I don't know. I don't know myself. I don't know. Why do I know your name?
My temples started to throb. The power drained from my body. I crumpled on the spot as if I had been sucked dry of energy.
ちょっとまた例の発作なの？
Wait, not another one of your fits!
いい加減にしてよもう。
Give me a break. Jeez Louise. Yu's voice sounded far away.
発作って？
Fits?
彼ね、
He's
記憶喪失なのよ。
lost his memory.
記憶喪失？
Lost his memory?
うん。
Yeah, see, this part wasn't there. Wasn't in the flashback. I'm glad I'm getting to see all of it.
だからいくら聞いても無駄なの。思い出せないのよ。
No matter how much you ask him, he doesn't remember.
無理に思い出させようとすると、
If you try to make him remember, then
ね、こんな風になっちゃうわけ。
he gets like this.
ほら、立って、しっかりしなさい。
No, stand up. Get a hold of yourself. You grabbed both my shoulders and stood me up.
いい？よく聞いて。
Listen.
私のことをちゃんと見て。
Listen good. Look at me.
君は今、自分の境界を見失って怯えてるんだと思う。
You know, I'm glad I'm doing this because there's a lot more to the scenes than just what was mentioned in the summary. So you know what? I'm really glad I'm doing it this way. I think you've lost touch with who you are, and it scares you.
記憶がないから、過去が見えないから。
Because you have no memory. Because you have no past.
過去を失った君は、自分の存在自体を失ってしまったかのように感じて、恐怖を感じているの。
You've lost your past and feels like you lost yourself. You're afraid. You know, now that I'm having a good look at you here, I'm wondering if the you and Kid Root and you and Takashi Root have different sprites because they're different people. I'm wondering that now. I think their hair looks a bit different. Yeah, and they're like reinforcing the kid and you kind of relationship here. So yeah, it looks like at least a Kidroot kid, his true love is you, which makes total sense. Or Aki you, rather. But you know what? There's nothing to be afraid of.
あなたは今ここにいる。
You're right here, right now,
私の目の前に立っている。
standing in front of me.
たとえどんなことがあっても、あなたの存在が消えてしまうようなことはないの。
No matter what happens, there's no way you're just gonna disappear.
ねえ、私の目をしっかり見て。
Okay? Look me in the eyes. Alright?
そう。
That's better.
そしたら笑ってみて。
Now try to smile. What?
笑うの。ニコって。
Just smile. I made a conscious effort to move my cheek muscles.
ダメダメ。もっとニコって。ニコニコって。
No, 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 no. More. Like say, cheese. I put more effort into moving the muscles in my face.
かなり引きつった笑顔だけど、まあよしとしよう。
That's a pretty forced grin, but I guess it's good enough.
どう？過去のことなんかどうでもよくなってきたでしょ？
How's that? I bet you stop worrying about your past, right? Yeah, okay, no. Oh yeah, that's right. The walkthrough works for this. Yeah, that was how I answered.
ね、過去は関係ないの。
See? The past isn't important.
大事なのは今笑えるかどうか。
What's important is whether or not you can smile right now.
それがあなたが存在することの証。
That's the proof of your existence.
だからほら、笑って。
So you have to smile.
君、本当はもっと笑顔が得意なはずだよ。
I know you're better at smiling than that. Enticed by your smile, my own cheeks start to loosen naturally. You gently touched my hair. It was as if her hands sucked the pain away.
それにしても不思議といえば不思議よね。
But you know what's really strange?
え？
Well,
今のこの少年の発言。
what this kid was just saying.
マヨは彼に見覚えはないんでしょ？
I mean, Mayo, you don't remember him from anywhere, right?
はい。
Right.
でも彼はマヨの本名を知っていた。
But he knew your name.
つまりこの少年の失われた記憶の中にはマヨに関する何らかの情報が格納されてるってことじゃない？
So that means that somewhere in his lost memory, there's information stored about you. Right?
どうしてなんだろう。
I wonder why.
これが逆ならわかるよ。
If it were the other way around, it'd make sense.
マヨがこの少年のことを知ってて、でも少年は記憶喪失だからマヨのことを忘れちゃってて。
If you knew something about him, but he'd forgotten you because of his amnesia.
もしそうだったとしたら当たり前のことなんだけど、
That would make sense to me.
一方通行の向きが逆なのよ。どう考えても。
But this is like going backwards on a one-way street.
一方通行ね。
One-way street, huh?
あ、わかった。ひょっとしたらこういうことなんじゃないですか？
Oh, I know! This is probably what happened!
ん？
Ah!
この少年、実は昔から松永沙羅の大ファンだったんだ。
This kid probably used to be a big Matsunaga Sara fan! The greatest fan that ever lived!
けど、彼の方は私のことをずっと見てたんですよ。物陰に隠れてね。
Oh, Beth, I never noticed it. But I used to watch it from a distance, like from the shadows, like a stalker. Then, when he was about to kidnap me and tie me in his basement, he tripped and fell on his face and got amnesia. And now we just have to wait until the terrifying moment where he regains his memory and tries to kill us all.
That's not true! There's no way! Right?
Probably not.
そう考えれば、すんなりと説明することができます。
That would explain it completely.
ストーカーだと？
So you're saying he's a stalker?
そういうことです。
Yep, that's exactly what I just said.
ねえ、そうなんでしょ？君、私のストーカーだったんでしょ？
Hey kid, that's it, right? You know that whole big movie scenario? Did you stalk me in the past?
Don't go making shit up just 'cause I lost my memory!
違うの？
Am I wrong?
Yes!
ねえ、マヨ。もう一度だけ聞くけど、
Mayo, I'll ask you only one more time.
本当にこの少年に見覚えないの？
So I guess she's lying or something. You really sure you don't remember seeing this kid before?
見覚えですか？
Remember him?
Huh. Sarah put her face close to mine and stared at me. I could almost feel her breath.
そう言われてみれば、なんとなく。
Well, now you mention it.
Huh?
Huh?
いえ、嘘ですよ、嘘。冗談です。
I'm kidding. I'm just joking. I have no idea who this is. No idea at all.
そんなことあるわけないですから。
There is no reason I should remember him.
No reason.
I wonder what she meant by that. I thought maybe she really did know who I was. My heart started to pound again. I remember when I had seen Sarah for the first time a little bit ago. I felt something along the lines of nostalgia. For some reason, I felt that I had witnessed the same scene somewhere before. Maybe I had met her in the past after all. But I couldn't be sure of it. Even if I did know a name or even feel nostalgic, it wasn't in my memory. Sarah's smile felt far away, so that no matter how much I reached out for it, I would never be able to touch it. After that, you, Sarah, and I did a complete check of Treacher Stock's corridors. But we met with a dead end. And a dead end, and a dead end, and a dead end, and a dead end, and a dead end. The final place we ended up was, yep. Okay, now we've reached redoing you destroying the computer. Okay, now we're in stuff that we've seen before. I'm gonna do that Prince thing. Because I think my walkthrough said to pick any name. Yeah.
I like Prince.
Prince! Prince!
Prince?
却下ね。
No way.
絶対無理。
Forget it!
ありえないな。
You gotta be kidding.
賛成しかねます。
I can't concur.
だって似合わないもん。
I mean, it doesn't suit you.
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 ああ、もう めんどいから少年でいいよ少年で
Oh, that was a funny one. That was a funny one. Okay, why are you so angry? Life reading 6. And the exact number of humans trapped was 5. Yep, that's... Here we go. Okay, here's the next big difference. Now this is going to change a lot because they find out Sora is a robot earlier.
Wait, that's not right. There's something strange about it.
I protested.
There are only 5 people that didn't escape in time. But the bioscan is showing 6. It has to be somebody else in Lemu.
なんで合計で5人なの？
Huh? Why do you say there are only 5 people?
ソラ、つぐみ、たけし、少年、ナッケ先輩、それから私。
Sara, Sugumi, Takashi, the kid, Knock you, and me.
6人じゃん。
That's 6.
No, Sara. Sorewa Chagayo! That's wrong. The thing is, Sora is...
The words jumped out of my mouth.
Thing is, Sora is... Sora is... She's not really here.
Da da da.
ここにいない？
She's not here?
どういうことなんだ少年
What are you talking about, kid? Sora is an RSD-generated image.
はい？
What?
RSD?
RSD? It's a system that uses semiconductor lasers to project an image directly onto a person's retina. And it only has a 0.00001% chance of cancer. In other words, the Sora that we're seeing is just an image.
Sara and Takashi's jaws dropped, and they blinked again and again. Being an employee of Lemu, I figured that you had known from the start. She didn't look surprised, but just gazed off into the distance.
Does that mean she's a ghost?
As for Sora,
はい、今少年さんがおっしゃった通りです。
yes, it is exactly as Kid-san states.
私は肉体を持っていません。
I am not flesh and blood, but in
実
fact,
体のないただの幻影です。
I am a ghost.
I knew it!
Just joking. I have no form. I am really merely an image.
Damn it.
この思考や人格もすべて AI プログラムによって司られています。
My thoughts and personality are all controlled by an AI program.
そんなバカな
No way.
信じていただけないのですか？
You don't believe me?
当たり前だろうだって空はここにちゃんと
Of course not. I mean, Sora, you're here.
信じていただけないということはむしろ私にとっては光栄なことです。
Actually, your disbelief is really quite a compliment.
しかし、倉成さん、
However,
これは事実なのです。
Koronari-san, it is a fact.
本当に？
Really?
Looking scared, Sara reached her right hand out towards Sora. For I met no resistance as it plunged into Sora's body.
Whoa!
Sara reflectively snapped her hand back.
ご理解いただけましたか？
Now do you understand?
Ugh.
Takashi and Sara froze, immobilized like they were cut-up pictures.
Hey, you get it now, right? So Sora isn't detected by the bioscan sensors.
確かに、そう。
That's right! You finally broke her silence.
空は生体反応にカウントされないはずだから、この数字6っていうのは正しい値ではないということになる。
Sora shouldn't be counted by the bioscan sensors. So this number, 6, can't be the right number.
I told you so. So that means that somebody else is in here besides us.
ストップ。
Stop!
私が今言ったことをちゃんと聞いてた？
Were you listening to what I just said?
正しい値ではない。要するに誤作動を起こしただけってこと。
By can't be the right number, I mean that some kind of malfunction.
だって考えてみてよ。
Think about it.
数字は6だけを表示したわけじゃないんだよ。
It didn't just display the number 6, right?
最初見たときは7だったじゃない。
The first time we looked, it was saying 7 too.
それから5になったり6になったりまた7に戻ったりして。
Then it would jump between 5, 6, and 7.
これはどうやって説明するのかな？
How do you explain that?
仮によ、少年が言ったように逃げ遅れた人が他にもいるとして。
Even if, like you say, there were other people that didn't get out of here in time.
その人が突然消滅したり出現したり分裂して2人になったりできるようなそんな得意体質の持ち主なわけ？
You think that somebody would suddenly appear, disappear, split into 2 people?
Well, how am I supposed to know?
ほらね。
See? If somebody else were here, what would you do?
Why don't we just search and then call it quits if we don't find anyone? I don't see any reason that you could have against searching.
私は何も拒んでるわけじゃないの。
I'm not against it.
ただね、単なる誤作動にもかかわらずそのことに振り回されたり取り乱したりするのはどうかなと思っただけ。
But this is just a computer glitch. And I don't think we should let it go controlling us and making us all upset.
So you really are against it.
だからしてないってば。
I said I'm not. Just that I don't want us to do it.
わかったわかりましたよ。もう。
Jeez Louise, fine, I got it. Enough of this.
じゃあこれからその誰かを探しに行くとしましょうか。
Alright, should we go search for this someone? I gave a big nod. At that point.
小町さんは。
But Komachi-san. Sora said it hesitantly.
あ、そういえばそうだったね。
Oh, that's right.
そもそも私たちつぐみの居場所を突き止めるためにここに来たんだっけ？
The reason we all came here was to find where Sugumi went.
はい。
Correct.
ですから小町さんを見つけ出すと同時に合わせてレミュー内の捜索を行えばよろしいのではないでしょうか。
So wouldn't it be logical to search Lemu while we determine the location of Komachi-san?
Okay, sounds like a plan. Well, let's get started then. Sugumi's was on Schweiderstock, right?
ええ。
Yes. Sara and Takashi didn't react at all. Imagine they still couldn't quite swallow the idea that Sora was an image. The two were frozen stiff with their eyes completely absorbed by Sora.
What are you doing? Hurry up, let's get going!
I turned Sara and Takashi by the arm, leading them from the control room. We climbed the emergency stairs, aiming for the floor that Sugumi was on. Only Sora remained in the control room, thinking of ways to escape, trying to reestablish communications. I think this might be...
了解。
Yep.
警備室ね。
Oh, here we go. Alright, security office, huh? You said that toward the ceiling. On the way to the office, Takashi said,
それにしても驚きだよな。空が AI だったなんてさ。
Hey, that surprised the hell out of me. Sora being an AI.
しかも空の姿は映像なんでしょ？
I know, it's crazy to think that she's only an image.
確かレーザー光線を使って網膜に直接画像を照射してるってそんなようなことを言ってたよね。
I mean, she said something about a laser projected onto the retina.
Damn, we've almost gone 3 hours. Takashi and Sara were as excited as two kids experiencing Halloween for the first time.
でも YOU は知ってたんだよな。空の姿が RSD だってこと。
But you knew, right? That Sora's RSD generated.
一応ここの係員だからね。
Well, yeah, I work here after all.
じゃあどうして教えてくれなかったんですか？
Well, why didn't you tell us?
簡単に言うと
Well, basically,
空はきっとそれを望んでないだろうって思ったから。
I didn't think it was what Sora wanted.
空 AI のことも RSD のことも自分の口からは言おうとしなかったじゃない。
Sora herself didn't say anything about being an AI or RSD, right?
今まで黙ってたってことはなるべくみんなには秘密にしておきたかったってことだと思うの。
The fact that she's been quiet about it tells me that she probably wanted to keep it a secret from everybody.
じゃなかったらもっと早い段階で自分の正体を告白してるはずでしょ。
If she didn't, then she would have told you all about it long ago, didn't you think?
だから教えなかったの。
So I didn't tell you.
こういうことは私の口から言うべきことじゃないしね。
I didn't think I should be the one to tell you. Well, that's very sweet of you. Ah.
なるほど。
I get it. So you shouldn't have said that.
What?
You said that Sora wanted to keep all the AI and RSD stuff a secret, right? And I went and told everybody all about it. Sora might be mad.
そんなこと
That's silly.
そんなことはないですよ少年さん。
Not in the least, kid-san.
Sora!
Suddenly, Sora appeared before everyone. We stopped, surprised.
いずれはお教えしようと思っていたことですし、
It is something that I thought I needed to tell you.
それにそもそも無理やり隠そうとしていたわけではありませんから。
Besides, it is not something that I was desperately trying to hide.
ですからどうかご心配なさらないでください。
So please, try not to worry about it.
あれちょっと待って。
Oh, wait just a second.
だけどどうして少年は空の正体を知ってたの？
So how did the kid know about Sora's identity?
I...
そういえば少年さん、池に転落した時よりも前の記憶はお持ちになっていらっしゃらないのですよね。
Kid-san, you should not have any memories from before you fell into the pond, correct? Or are you just punking us?
Yeah.
ってことは、その後に誰かから空に関する説明を受けたと。
So that means somebody must have told you about Sora after that. No one told me
だったらなんで知ってるのよ。
So how'd you know?
that,
Not again. I thought about it. It was the same as the time I had blurted out Sarah's name. I knew something that there was no way I could know. The fact that Sora was an RSD image. When, where, why, from whom, and how could I have heard that? It was like one memory had broken free from the frozen iceberg of my past. I was confused by the memory's image.
I didn't know. I don't know how I know. How could I know? What is there in my past? Somebody tell me.
The four of them looked at each other.
ねえみんな、これって絶対おかしいよ。
You guys, it's completely bizarre.
今回のことだけじゃなくて、少年は私の名前も知ってたんだよ。
It's not just this. The kid knew my name too.
松永さんの名前も？
He knows your name, Matsunaga-san.
うん。
Yep.
全生活史憲法だっけ？
What was it he said? Life amnesia or something?
それって本人に直接関係のある記憶だけ失われちゃう症状のことでしょ？
That only has to do with the loss of memories that are directly related to the person, right?
なのに少年は私や空のことも。
But he knew about me and Sora.
待ってマヨ。
Wait a second, Mayo.
少年を追い詰めちゃダメって言ったでしょ？
I told you not to pressure the kid.
だけど、ひょっとしたら逆なんじゃないのか？ユウ。
But maybe it's just the opposite. Maybe he needs it. Let's go kick his ass until he remembers everything. No!
せっかく記憶の切れ端が見つかったんだ。
I mean, he found the edge of his memory.
すぐに掴んで引っ張り出してやらないと、切れ端はどっかに行っちゃうかもしれないじゃないか。
Maybe if he doesn't try to pull stuff back from the other side, it'll disappear for good.
クラナミの言ってること私もわかるよ。
Kuranari! I understand what you're saying.
でもね、今私たちが置かれてる状況をよく考えてみて。
Think about our situation right now.
私も田中さんの意見に賛成です。
I agree with Tanaka-san.
この中には精神科の専門医もカウンセリングができる方もいらっしゃいません。
No one here has specialty knowledge of this disorder, nor are they capable of providing counseling.
つまり、もしも少年さんの症状が悪化してしまった場合、私たちには手の施しようがないということです。
In other words, if Kid-san's condition were to worsen, there is nothing we could do to help him.
だから現状をキープするしかないのよ。
So we have to stick with what we've got.
記憶のことは脱出してからでも遅くはないんだから。
He can still get his memory back after we get out of here. Sara and Takashi didn't look satisfied. Maybe I'd gotten used to that kind of thing. My head didn't hurt and I didn't feel confused. But I was terribly tired. I was absolutely beat, and there was no way I was getting any closer to my memory. My memory was like a lone island shrouded in fog.
はい、ナッキョ先輩がそう言うならわかりました。
Well, if that's what you think, then that's fine.
それに少年の記憶よりも先に探さなきゃいけないものがあるし。
Besides, we've got things to find before his memory.
探さなきゃいけないもの？
Things to find?
小松さんのことですよ。
She is referring, rather rudely, to Komachi-san. Five of us went in the security office. Sugumi was there.
何しに来たの？
What are you guys doing here?
つぐみこそこんなとこで何やってんだよ。
What are you doing here?
教えてあげましょうか。
Do you want me to tell you?
あ
Yeah.
あなたたちが何を企んでるのか調べてたのよ。
I was trying to find out what you're plotting.
まだそんなこと言ってんのか？
Oh, you're still stuck on that, huh?
お前病気だろ。そういうの被害妄想って言うんだぞ。
You sick in the head. Paranoid, maybe.
いいじゃない、調べてもらった方が。
Let her look. That'll be the best anyway.
そうすれば私たちの身が潔白だってこと分かってもらえると思うし。
Then she'll realize that we're not scheming anything.
ねえ、つぐみは何を疑ってるの？
Sugumi, what is it you're suspicious about?
私たちが何をしたと思ってるの？
What do you think we did?
I think you trapped me in here for the second fucking time in my life.
あなたには関係ない。
It has nothing to do with you.
関係ないなんて言わないでよ。
Don't say that!
そんな言い方しないでほしい。
Why are you talking like that, Sara? Do you know Sugumi?
I wish you wouldn't talk like that.
Sara clenched her fists and her shoulders shook.
そういう意味で言ったんじゃ。
That's not what I meant.
え？
Huh?
あなた、サラって言ったよね。
You. Your name is Sara, right?
Yes?
サラのことは疑ってないの。
Really? Okay, so this just kind of has my suspicions that they plotted together. I'm not suspicious of you, Sara.
だからこの話はサラには関係ないのよ。
So this has nothing to do with you.
どういうこと？
What do you mean?
サラは学校の行事でここに来たんでしょ？
It looks like she's trying to build up an alibi for Sara. You came here on a field trip or something, right?
つまり偶然
Yeah, like she's, it looks like she's coming up with an excuse for Sara, so, yeah, it looks like they work together. I think they work together to sabotage this place. So, you're here by chance.
であるとするならば、田中さんも倉成さんも少年さんも皆さん偶然逃げ遅れてしまっただけだと思いますが。
It would also seem that Tanaka-san, Kuranari-san, Kid-san, everyone also failed to escape by chance.
何言ってるの？
What are you saying?
こんなこと偶然起こるわけないでしょ。
Now look at this. Look at this line. I really do think that this is her second time through. There's no way that something like this could occur by chance.
What do you mean something like this?
だから全てよ。今ここで起きてること全部。
Yes, I am now really, I am really thinking that. I think at least part of my theory is true. A lot of my theory has been shown to be true already, but everything that's happening here.
So you're saying that this accident and all didn't happen by chance?
当たり前じゃない。
Of course, that's what I mean, you idiot.
誰かが仕組んだってことか？
You mean like somebody planned it?
誰かじゃない。あなたたちが仕組んだの。
She's looking for the culprit. I wonder who it is. Not somebody. You all did.
何がおかしいのよ。
What's so funny?
だってだって
It's, I mean,
これが笑わずにいられますかっつーの。
you gotta laugh. You has been acting so suspicious.
ねえ倉成、あなた何歳だっけ？
Hey, Kuranari. How old are you?
俺20歳だけど。
Oh, me? I'm 20.
私は18歳。
I'm 18.
少年は年齢不詳だけど、私より年下なのは確かよね。
Nobody knows the kid's age, but he's definitely younger than me.
この3人であんな大事故が起こせると思う？
You think the three of us could cause this kind of massive accident?
そうね。あなたたち3人だけでは無理かもしれない。
Well, with just the three of you, it might be impossible.
でも、
But
茜ヶ崎空。あなたになら。
Nakanagasaki Sora, you could do it, right?
空？
Sora?
空？
Sora.
空？
Sora.
Everyone's saying Sora.
Sora could?
空はレミのプログラムの一部なの。
And she knew this right away. Look, she knew this and she wasn't even there. Because she already knew the first time through. I am so sure of this right now. Sora is one of Lemu's programs.
レミューのシステムを自由自在に操ることができるのは。そう
The,
あなたしかいないのよ。
the only one that could do whatever they wanted with the Lemu system is you, Sora.
私は
I.
ちょっとつぐみ、いい加減にしてよ。
Sugami, don't be stupid!
だからさらには関係ないことだって言ってるでしょ。
I've already told you that this has nothing to do with you, Sara.
関係なくなんかないもん。
Of course it has to do with me!
今ここにいる全員はみんな協力し合って脱出しようとしてるんじゃない。
Everybody that's here right now is working together to get out of here!
もう私たちただの他人じゃないんだよ。
We're not just strangers anymore!
なのにつぐみは
She knows Sugumi. she has to know. And like the way Sugumi saved her that in her own route, like they know each other clearly.
But you just...
I wonder. Did she like take care of them as babies? Like, because something happened to Coco? To Kid and... But how is she so nice to Sara and so mean to Kid if they're brother and sister? I just don't get this. Maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe Sugumi took care of Sara after she was released from the facility. Maybe, because maybe that's true. Maybe Sugumi is the one that got her out. I think that could be it.
But you just...
とにかくこれ以上みんなに変な言いがかりをつけるのはやめてほしいの。
Anyway, I want you to stop telling everyone these conspiracy theories.
つぐみはなんか誤解してるんだよ。
You got it all wrong.
Sara stared intensely at Sugumi. Sugumi avoided her eyes. I mean, she probably... Like, she must know what Sara went through and empathize. I mean, it's possible, like, she probably kept tabs on what Lieblich was doing. And like Sara would have just been released into the wild as like an orphan, right? So she probably like, you know, saw in her as like a kindred spirit, like they were both had their lives ruined by this corporation. So like she took her in. I think that's possible. Sugumi avoided her eyes. There was a period of awkward silence. Everyone scanned each other's faces, trying to gauge what the others were thinking.
ごめんなさい、サラ。
Wow, Sugumi apologizing. Like, seriously. No, they've got to know each other. No, she is so empathetic towards Sara. It's like, I do think that Sugumi might have taken care. She was judging by her history with Lieblich, she probably either rescued Sara from Lieblich or was the one to take her in after Lieblich kicked her out. I'm sorry, Sara. Sugumi left the security office with her eyes down.
待ってよ、つぐみ。
Sugumi! Oh, Sugumi, wait!
つぐみ。
Sugumi!
You and Sara dashed out of the room after Sugumi. That left Sora, Takashi, and me. Again, silence enveloped us. We tried to get rid of the awkwardness by staring at the monitors, picking our nails, and fiddling with the lint on our clothes.
では、私は制御室に戻ります。
Well, this is awkward. I'll go back to control room.
何か分かり次第、皆さんにお伝えしますので。
As soon as I learn anything, I will contact everyone. Sora left Takashi and me with those words. Takashi looked at me and shrugged.
ああ、やれやれだな。
Yori Yori, here we go again.
さてと、どうするか。
Okay, what do you want to do?
What do you mean?
俺たちもつぐみを追いかけるか？
Should we go after Tsugumi? I think the same thing would just happen again.
じゃあどうするよ。
Then what? I don't know.
ここはひとまず館内の見回りかな。
For now, we could take a look around. Yeah, we just let him figure out the problem with the bioscan number.
例の他にも逃げ遅れた人がってやつだろ。
You mean that mystery somebody, the one who didn't escape? Yeah, so let's check around Lemu one more time.
じゃあバラバラに分かれて調べてみるか。
You wanna split up and look?
俺は下のフロアに行ってみるから、少年はこのフロア、ツバイとストックを。
I could take the bottom floor and you could take Schwetterstock. Sounds good.
So Takashi and I split up to search. We were to meet up at 9:30 p.m. Ready to meet in front of the security office. I looked around Schwetterstock.
Is there anybody there? If so, answer me.
I made the rounds of all the rooms, but didn't find anyone. It was about time to meet up with Takashi. I headed to the front of the security office, but Takashi was nowhere to be seen.
Hey, Takashi!
I called out to him, but there was no answer. Glancing at the door of the security office, I saw that it was open. I decided to take a peek inside the room. No one was there.
Hey, Sora, do you know where Takashi went?
I looked at the bare ceiling and called out. I figured Sora would be in the control room monitoring me. But apparently she wasn't. The speakers in the ceiling remained painfully silent.
I wonder what I should do.
Okay, I think this is probably... Jellyfish warehouse. Merry-go-round and control room. Okay. Oh, there's something new here. Okay, there's new shit. Okay. So you know what? Wow, there is so much more new stuff on the kid route. There is so much more new stuff on the kid route, but you know what? I'm glad we did the Takashi stuff as well. So you know what? It's been over 3 hours now. 3 hours and 20 minutes. Holy shit. Damn. So you know what? I'm gonna pause it for now. And next time we will continue where we left off here. So sorry I couldn't get to the full break point on both of them, but I think it's good because it looks like a lot of people haven't seen the changes on Takashi's side. And I'm glad I was able to see that too. So we're just gonna go straight through with Kid in the meantime. To the end of the true ending. Ever17 is gonna reach its conclusion. Y'all excited? I know I am. Tomorrow we will do some more Archnelico. Consider this making up for last time. That was a bit shorter than usual. Alright. So until next time, I will say, so long, farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. You are all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.